Hello, good evening, everyone. It's Kungfufruitcup here, and welcome to Out of Bounds. If it's your first time here on the show, hi. We're a GDQ Hotfix show here focused on glitches. We love glitches. We bring on people who are very good at their glitch knowledge and glitch-heavy speedruns, and we break it down so that they can explain it all to us and, I don't know, just take us through it. So, it's like if you would go to you'd watch one of our big GDQ events, like AGDQ or SGDQ, and see those glitch showcases at the end. It's that, but for longer. And we get to go through the game and stop and explain. It's cool. So it's I think one of the chillest shows here on Hotfix. And anyway, I'm so excited for tonight's episode because I love Sly and Zik is awesome. So we have Zik3 here who has graciously joined us to take us through the glitches of Sly 2. How's it going, Zik? What's up?
Going good. Hi, everybody. So how long has it been for you, Fu, since you've played Sly 2? How familiar are you with everything?
Okay, first things first, the fact that you're starting asking me a question instead of vice versa is different, but I like it. Okay, I'm here for it. I think the last time I actually played Sly 2 was probably 4 or 5 years ago, probably 5 years ago.
Okay.
It's been a while, but I love rewatching these. I just rewatched another Sly, for another breakdown. It was awesome. So I'm super hyped to have Sly 2 on today. But yeah, now I have a question for you then.
Of course.
Which is how, what got you into the Sly series in the first place?
Okay, well, I'll answer this question while I fix this disaster going on right now. So I have this issue.
Okay.
Hang on, I just got to switch.
No problem. I have tea here. We're hanging out.
So I'm having this problem where my capture card randomly I have to be right back. 1 second. I apologize so much.
That is A-okay. Oh, I see a kitty going across the screen, and we love that. Don't worry, chat. We are getting everything worked out so that it's all good and happy while we're setting up. I love the Sly plushie we have in the background. Zik here also does a lot of volunteering and all kinds of stuff with GDQ. What would you...
Yeah, I do.
check-in. You could have seen him at the check-in desk at SGDQ, which is super cool.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. I hope it doesn't happen again. I'm having this weird issue lately where randomly whenever I'm streaming, my capture card just disappears as an output device. Sometimes it'll happen every hour. Sometimes it won't happen for months. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, hopefully we are good for the rest of the show. If not, we understand. We can, we have tech issues here occasionally. You get it. You're on Twitch. Tech issues happen. But we do love seeing the cat. That's amazing.
It's hyper.
Okay. Let's get to my question and then let's get into the showcase. What got you into the Sly series?
Ooh, so when I started speedrunning back in 2015, somewhere around there, I was jumping all over the place. Some of my favorite games, I wanted to learn Banjo-Kazooie, I wanted to learn Pop Fantasy 6, I wanted to learn Sly 1, and I grew up a lot with these games. I remember playing Sly 3 over and over and over again, always trying to 100% the game. And so I just kind of gave it a shot one day, and Sly 1 really caught my attention. And then 2 years ago, there was, the Sly community always does every New Year's, they do a Sly 2 race, the New Year's race. And I was like, you know what? I want to try that. So that's when I learned Sly 2 to be a part of that race, which was super cool. The Sly community puts on lots of little events like that. They have a nice site, slygolds.com, and they have community segments. They have the channel hosts races and that sort of thing. Every February what they call a tituary or Thieves in Time for February, because that's the month it came out. That kind of is where I got into Sly 4. But yeah, so where I kind of got into the Sly series is just the community and all the cool events they put on all the time. And I was like, I want to be a part of that.
I love that. Okay, I love hearing about that. That's awesome. Well, I'm so excited again for you to take us through this. I don't want to delay any further because I want you to have max time to chat about the glitches here. So feel free to count us down and take us into it. And the last thing that I'll mention beforehand is that chat. Hi. I'm looking at you from you're way up in the sky for me. But I'm here to answer any questions you have on the side. If you have any kind of info, questions, or feedback that you would like to hand off to Zik, you can always post it in chat, and I will check periodically so we can relay info. Otherwise, I'm here to just be like oohs and ahs and like this is so cool and ask questions, and I just love to learn about it. So awesome. I'm gonna hand it off to you. Count us in, and let's explore.
All right, let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, so I'm starting here. This is the beginning of the game, and so what I want to kind of do first. So Slide 2 is a really interesting speedrun in that, like, if you just watch someone do it, there's so much movement tech and so many things. It's a actually very difficult speedrun. But when somebody plays it well, it looks like, you're just jumping around. Like, it looks like nothing special is happening per se. So it's cool to get to actually sit down and explain all the, little teeny tiny things that you don't physically maybe see going on if you're not familiar with the game. But like almost every piece of movement in this game is like optimized and set to certain things. So the two things I want to go over, there are two main movement methods for slide, other than walk, run. The two main like movement tricks that we work with here in Slide 2 is something called the square boost. So the square boost is when you jump, you can see as I'm running around when I jump, slide slows down in the air. So what you can do is actually hit square and X close to, they'll be like a couple frames apart, but if you press square and X, you get this kind of jump, which is the same distance as a regular jump, but you get to keep your running momentum. So it allows you to clear gaps much more quickly than just using a regular jump. So anytime you see Slide jump and swing downwards, that's a square boost, as we call them, because you press square to go farther and faster.
You're jumping faster.
Yep.
Cool. Okay, sweet.
It lets you clear a lot more gaps that you normally probably can't clear. So we have got the square boost, and then the other thing we have, the really big one that you will see everywhere, is the glitched high jump. So in Slide's movement, you've got the jump, and you've got the double jump. But what a glitched high jump is a triple jump, basically. And it relies on this spin ability. This spin ability actually comes in handy all over the place. But basically, it kind of, for lack of a better word, resets your grounded position, essentially letting slide. So if I hold square and then press X, you'll see I had this little dust cloud in the air. I'm getting a third jump because of the spin attack gives me like another grounded position, which will just like kind of jump off the air, giving you a triple jump essentially in the game. So yeah, instead of just jump, you can now get jump, which again lets you
going off the camera.
Yeah, and you just get way higher than the game's expecting you to. So I'm starting out here in the beginning of the game because on a show called Out of Bounds, I figure let's play around with the one level where you go out of bounds the most.
Yay, okay, perfect.
And the neat thing about the funny thing about Slide 2 is you talk to anybody who runs this game, they will tell you, people always ask like, what's the best way to learn? And everybody says, learn the beginning last. The beginning intro is the hardest part of the run.
Do you usually just like skip it when you're first learning the game, or?
Yeah, people you try and just clear this like normal, start learning the run, and then come back to this at the end, because once you understand the movement tech of like glitch high jumps and stuff, this becomes so much easier. But if you're not like used to it, this feels impossible. So it's kind of like go get used to the movement and come back to this later. But here in Cairo, we can do all sorts of funny things here. So what we're going to do is get on this tree. We're going to use a glitched high jump. I'm trying to get on the crest of this door. Excuse if I mess a few of these up. This, like I said, Cairo is very difficult. Go up, boop, boop, boop. Almost got there. Oh, almost got there. Okay, hang on. There's a ledge you need to grab once you do this. Okay, cool. So now we're up here.
Whoa, okay.
So now we can kind of shimmy along this edge. And you'll see. So now I'm up here. And you can see there's a little hole in the roof here. So we could jump and swing our cane. And swinging your cane kind of like narrows your hitbox a bit and lets you kind of just squeeze in there. So now we're out here. Oh, this guy, you're not meant to be here. So this guy literally just does not know what to do.
Don't care. Okay, so there's like no ceilings in this area.
Yes. So, so the one thing about Slide 2 is, and And it's why slide 2, 3, and 4 aren't as fast as slide 1. You look at slide 1, it's like 35 minutes. And then slide 2, you're like, it's 4.5 hours. In the slide 2, 3, and 4, you have story triggers. So if when you were to just go through a level, you can't just rush to the end sometimes. Sometimes you could do a skip like this, but you need to hit certain spots to trigger the story trigger. Or maybe the thing at the end won't spawn in, which kind of makes it hard to really like sequence break the game. But it also leads to just some really interesting things.
Cool.
So now we're back inbounds.
Just ahead.
Just very far ahead. That's where you're supposed to just hold.
How much time does this part save? Sorry.
Many minutes.
Okay.
This is like this. If you do this perfectly, this is like a 2-3 minute segment. That's like the first 30 minutes of the game.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it's a lot. So normally you're supposed to go in that room and pick up Murray. Big cutscene plays, but actually we can use our glitched high jump. Oh, well, we're going down. We'll come back to that. All right, we could use our glitched high jump to get up on the roof and just jump over the Murray section.
Well, that's
and away
so
we go.
Interesting that it like you fell, but then it put you back in like that glitched spot.
Yes, and that kind of goes with slide like a it's going to come in handy a lot later, basically, where the game considers you a ground. You can probably hear me say a lot. A grounded position. Sly, when you jump off an edge, you have your last safe grounded position that it will try to return you to if you like fall off the level, fall in water. So there's keywords there. It has to be a position that the game considers you're on the ground, and it has to be safe. So if your last grounded position, say, was on a like street, and there's a guard there now, it will go to your last grounded position, which we also can take advantage of that by manipulating like guards to be in the way so that it sends us further in different directions when we respawn.
Awesome.
Okay, so I'm gonna get out here. 2, 3. So I'm gonna count till I get to the 5th one of these like roof arches. 4. Okay, I couldn't see Sly. Okay. That's fine. For me, that is the most difficult part of Cairo. So like
Gotcha.
that section, you're supposed to be getting chased by Carmelita as you flee the area. We're gonna go speed through Cairo now. And like they said, there's those archways, and at the 5th archway, there's a hole you have to jump over. So for that hole gets me every time. It's because again, the camera is in such a weird spot because it's supposed to be, it like, oh really? Because it does like the best way I can describe it is the Crash Bandicoot like getting chased stuff.
Okay.
Where like the camera's pointed towards you, so it's like
it makes such a difference.
Yeah, it's like
you can't see.
Right, and it's like so you're out of bounds, but the camera's trying to like make you look at Carmelita, who's supposed to be chasing you there, which just kind of ends up giving you a really weird camera.
Gotcha.
But I can't blame it. We're not supposed to be here.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's already so broken.
Yep. And just like I said, like every little bit of movement is very intentional in this game. So like when I get to the end of this wire, you can just jump off, but if you do a spin attack, you just drop right off, which is actually faster than watching Sly jump.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, and you don't even really have to execute the spin attack. You just have to I'll try and do it up here, like just hold square for just a quick second, and Sly begins to charge it. Okay, well I hit the spin, but yeah, you could just pop right off those rails. All right, let's try this again.
Okay, here we go.
So I know the platform is here. Oh, we got there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Camera.
The camera is just so difficult. Okay. So there's a platform there. You run over to the end, and then you just hit the end trigger of Cairo, and that will take you to episode 1. As much as I would love to sit here and run Cairo again, I think we should focus on some other stuff too. Like I said, that is like the most difficult level of the run, because again, there's so much to do. There's so many ways. It's very punishing because you have to go back to the beginning when you mess stuff up. So that's why everybody says like you learn that part last, because it is very difficult. So what I plan on doing here for a bit is I'm going to jump around a little bit, and we're going to kind of just start talking about different cool skips within, because Slide 2 is broken up into 8 episodes. So, and with that as well, you know, you get like different power-ups per level. So the movement tech kind of builds and builds and builds upon itself as you collect more power-ups and get further in the game. So, just looking, I have my notepad document in front of me. I was like, where did I put everything?
I know there's like always a lot to go through. Everybody who comes on the show always kind of organizes their like showcases a little differently. Some people just do slow runs. Some people like do it. And this is for everybody watching as well. Like some people do like, hey, I'm just going to do these moments that I think are the most interesting, or like, hey, I have like a beginner to advanced tutorial showcase, or like I have like a, I don't know. There have been so many different styles and different ways that people break down. So this will be one of those examples, you all, of like seeing the game kind of in different parts and pieces all throughout. It'd be cool.
And then our kind of game plan, I think, at the end is that once I've shown all those different movement types, we'll go into an episode and we'll do a full like episode run and talk about the different things that, you know, we do in it or that we've learned.
Sweet. Yeah. And that's really cool. We haven't actually had that like, hey, here's some of the stuff put together kind of showcase.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
But I was telling Fu before this, don't mind me, I'm going to be jumping around a little bit. Slide 2 restricts you to 3 save files. So I wanted to have saves at each point that I wanted to talk about stuff. So I have so I've got 2 copies of Sly on 2 profiles. So I've got 12 saves. I just have to switch between them. So we want the Black Chateau. So this is episode 1. If you remember for anybody who's played Slide 2, remember episode 1, it's our main man, Dimitri. So here's your first skip. You can do this at home. So what I've just done is I have unplugged my controller. So at the start of episode 1, you get a little cutscene. The first time you leave the hideout, where Bentley's like, all right, here's the plan. But if you unplug your controller, so there's like a 1-frame window where you can pause the game before the cutscene starts. You can try and just hit it. Or if you unplug your controller, the game will pause the game immediately because it doesn't sense a controller.
Oh.
So now I can put that back in. And what you'll do is just, I believe you just reload. And then it should be good.
It skips that opening breakdown.
Okay. I think it's actually. Oh wait, yeah. Okay. You exit the episode, then you come back in. That's what it was.
Menu. Gotcha.
And we'll go back in. Oh. So yeah, it is faster to do this than to actually watch that cutscene, which is kind of silly, but but now we're free. We don't have to watch the cutscene. Okay, so I want to get to the second mission here, but I figure it'd be nice to kind of just start getting into stuff. So another neat little thing here is there's those job triggers there, and if you land on them, Sly like stops, pulls out his binocucom and opens it, and then the cutscene begins. But if you're in the air whenever you hit them, it can't play that binocucom animation, so it just starts every cutscene immediately. It's like a 1.5, 2 seconds, but for however many missions you do in this game, 50 more, that adds up.
Yeah, it'll end up saving a lot of time for sure.
Yeah. It's like little things like that I like showing off, because again, it's like if you even lightly know the game or have never seen the game, like that looks like nothing to you, right?
Right.
But then you're like, no, that's like a 1.5 second time save.
Yeah, it's like when you can slide out of a room instead of walk out of a room, and that saves like a quarter of a second.
Right.
But you do it every room, for like 40 levels. It'll save you a couple minutes. Yeah.
Absolutely. So you'll see here how like square boosting can let me clear these rooftops way faster than you normally should be able to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's very fun to do this movement. You never slow down.
Cool.
So that's the square boost in action. But yeah, to go with what you were saying, like I remember when like long time ago when I watched my first run of Super Metroid, and they were explaining how like the arm pumping like lets you save like a couple frames per room, and I was just like, that's so neat. Like,
Yeah. Just like any little thing like that.
Right, it's just stuff you don't even think about. You'd be like, okay, well, what's like a couple frames per room? You're like, it adds up.
It really does. Yeah, it's only once you're like watching the run a lot of times, or you try to learn to speedrun it yourself, that you're like, why is this person doing that? And then you can ask the community, or you just can make potentially like an inference, and you're like, oh, okay, I see. It's like saving me time. Or, oh, suddenly I PB'd.
So to answer a question I see in chat, this game is fastest on the Korean version. It is a pain to get. I have both versions on here, so you'll be seeing some English, some Korean.
Right, we'll be seeing it in both.
Yeah, I'll load up the Korean copy for some of the saves I have.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna get into a trick here. This is a little neat trick glitch called table clip, and table clip comes into handy all sorts of places. I'm gonna just kill these guys normally, and then so I can just like stop and do the table clip.
It's perfect. All right, pal. Let's get to it.
So a lot of the time, it is better to just run and get these guys grouped up, because Murray will do way more damage than you. So we're just gonna keep these guys in a pile for Murray. And then I'm just gonna go up here where I'm safe, and we're gonna let Murray do his thing. There we go.
Nice.
So the table clip that I'm gonna show you is meant to skip this cutscene, but it's very chaotic to do with all the rats running around. So I wanted to, let's just get to a nice, calm, safe spot where we can talk about it.
Okay. So in the run, you'd be doing it during that last, like,
right when Murray's
scene.
killing the last rat, you need to get out of bounds before the cutscene.
Got it. Okay.
But there's a very finicky trick here, at least. No, it should say. So the table clip is, so if you press circle at certain spots in the game, Sly will crawl under the table. And something I learned very quickly is this spin attack is kind of busted for not spinning or killing enemies for every other trick in the game. So if you can, basically we're gonna like, because circle's the crawl and square should do the spin attack. And so if we kind of do both at the same time, you can see we clip into this table.
You went right through it.
And so if you do these right,
Whoa, how?
you can go fast that you just zip through walls.
Is it because it like pushes you through and gives you extra speed, or what?
Right. So you're gaining. You have this fast. Oh wait. I can't wait for this USB-C PS4 controller. These connectors are so bad. So yeah, you have all this speed from the spin move, and the crawl. So it's like you begin the crawl, but then the spin kicks you out of it. So now you're just in the middle of the table, and the game's just instinct to just proxy you out of the table with all that speed.
Gotcha. That's really cool.
And that's how you can. So again, if you can get out here before that cutscene starts, the cutscene just won't play, and you can just move on. And you could do it in all sorts of places. Like you're supposed to crawl under this table to beat these lasers here, or we can just. Oh, hang on. We can just push through it, so you don't have to waste.
Are you taking a little damage each time?
I am hitting the lasers, yes. That's fine. I just wanted to gotta show that off. But yeah, so again, it's like very small time save, but it's very worth it because this crawl animation you can see here is like very slow.
It's slow. So,
Or
okay,
we
so
could
one more time for getting through the table. You're doing it, a cane hit, and then... how do you-
You hold square and then immediately press circle. And you keep holding both, and then the game, like, kind of just, you're standing inside the table, and it just wants to push you out in any way it can.
Nice. Oh, yeah, look at you flying forward. That's so cool.
It can be finicky with that, you know, it depends on, you know, where the game decides to spit you out and how much speed you have. But yeah, you get a lot of speed with that.
Okay, so here...
So yeah. So in a lot of these spots like this, we're just gonna go here and just jump around this guy.
Just jump over it. So is it, if you're touching the floor, they'll see you, or?
If you enter their flashlight radius, anywhere in that flashlight will get caught. Or if I'm sprinting around them. Walking, you're fine.
That was still out of its radius? It looked like you were barely in it.
So we're just gonna run up on this guy, give him a smack, and get out of here before we get caught. Getting caught ends the mission there, but if we just knock him out, he'll never catch us.
Hit the circle button to crawl inside.
That's cool.
So, these guys? Okay. So it is called table clip, but you can apply it in other ways. Okay, there we go. So, like, it is called table clip, but essentially you can do that trick on any, like, crawlable surface. So here you're supposed to crawl this vent. Okay, these rats have to go. So you're supposed to crawl through that air vents to get to Dimitri's office, but we can now... Okay, guys. Now that we have knowledge of the table clip... Aha. This is a crawlable vent, or we can...
You just run through the vent.
It just shoots you through and hits you to the trigger that spawns you here.
In the same way.
Yep. So you can use those table clip, crawl clips in all sorts of cool skips. Because again, it kind of just ignores walls when you're moving that fast.
That's awesome.
What's up, Dimitri?
Look at him. Okay,
Look at
so
majestic.
I actually I love guessing gaming music, like what game it's from, or even what level, or what series, or whatever. I love doing that. And there's one account that I follow that also occasionally does like, oh, guess what game this food item is from, or guess what character I'm describing, and it'll give you like 6 facts about the character that get more and more obvious. And and he was one of them. Dimitri was one of them.
Really?
Which is awesome. Yeah.
I love Dimitri.
Yeah.
I forget if I have it. I forget if I have available the mission I want to do next. You know what? We are going to move on. But yeah, like I said, at first we're just kind of going over some of the more basic movement tech or glitches or skips, and then, like I said, we'll get to see them apply in all sorts of different ways later, which is kind of cool.
Right. And this is like a great way to showcase it off, just so that we have the basics and understanding.
Right. Because like I said, Slide 2 does have a lot of cool glitches. It also, like I said, a lot of those quote unquote, it's hard to call them glitches sometimes, more of like you're manipulating movement tech to do things you're not supposed to.
Yeah, love that though.
Yeah, I probably should have restarted, but that's okay, because technically speaking, these PowerPoint cutscenes are never worth watching. If you just quit game, go back to the PS menu and load it back up, it'll be faster than watching this.
Okay.
And it'll skip it when you're back.
Cool, that's cool. Yes, the vent is the table. Yes.
But yeah, that's also something that's very common in this game, in that Slide 1 kind of does the same thing, and a lot of the times, when you have started watching a cutscene, it just will count as watched. So in a lot of times we will try to, you know, maybe die as the cutscene starts or something along that realm, so we can skip cutscenes.
Would unplugging the controller always work as well, or not always?
Not always. Let's follow. All right, so we're gonna bump over to episode 2. I want to go to episode 3. I'm going to go to episode 3. Okay, let's move on. So let's go over to episode 3. The Predator Awakes. So this should be... So this... All right. This is neat.
Okay.
So we are sitting here at... There's a mission called Follow Rajan. And so you're supposed to do this, like, mission where you follow Rajan around the level and you get, like... you have to, like, plant these... like sleepy foods, so Rajan eats them and falls asleep so we can sneak into his office. So we have a cool cutscene skip we're gonna do here. I need to make sure. Okay, Bentley has Trigger Bomb. Trigger Bomb is the key to this. So Trigger Bomb is an upgrade for Bentley, where, because normally Bentley just has the regular bomb, and they blow up when they're ready. The Trigger Bomb is one where I can trigger when it blows up.
Cool, okay.
Those either blow up if I push the button, or if I get too far away from the bomb. You know, you can't run across the map. It'll despawn or blow up.
Okay.
Which is actually important for this cutscene skill. A small thing I want to note also is Fly had square boosting with his cane. Bentley, these are actually a lot harder to do because it's the triangle button and jump. But Bentley has bomb boosting, which are much more difficult to do. But when you're jumping like that, you can use the bombs to preserve Bentley's momentum as well.
Gotcha.
Those are a lot harder to do though, so like you kind of only do them like when it's like absolutely necessary.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so the trigger for this job is up on this tree, and it's right over there on that bridge. So we're gonna get to that bridge in a really cool way. Now, normally you're supposed to run around the entire level to get here, but so I'm not sure if it's a glitch per se or a safeguard or just, I'm gonna call it a glitch because I don't know why this is here. But right below us is a ledge because like if you remember in Sly, you can like shimmy along the edges of some things. If you jump, the second you hit one, the game will pop you back up to the same height where you came from.
Okay.
So what we can do is get on this tree. We're gonna walk off the tree and press X as we hit the ground there, and it will launch Bentley so high we can get on this bridge. So I'm gonna show that one more time. It's pretty cool actually, because again, normally you'd have to run around the entire level, or we can just do this and bounce.
It looks like you're not even doing anything.
That's the thing with Slide 2, is there's so many tricks that's just like, oh, like nothing happened there. But it's like, yeah, no, you have to run off at an angle, hit circle, and you'll see Bentley twist like he's latching onto that ledge, and then you just jump as you hit it, and he just pops up.
I know, it's like you'd have to just think about like, wait, why did he just suddenly bounce really high?
Right.
That's so weird. Okay, cool. That's awesome.
So this is the trigger to start the leading Rajan mission. Rajan at the start of the mission is gonna pop out of that door. And there's a long cutscene at the beginning where we talk about Rajan and what we have to do, what the goal of the mission is. So, like I said, when you start at a cutscene, you're good. So if you die or fail the mission, you'll get, the mission failed screen, and when you come back, the cutscene skips. So what we want to do here is fail this mission as we start it.
Okay.
And so how we're going to do that is we're going to do this. Okay, so I've pulled up the PlayStation menu as I jump into the job trigger. This is basically so that you want to open the gadget menu on the same frame that you enter the job trigger. But if you hold the PS menu, you can just hold down the button. So it just kind of like buffers it. So, because I don't like when you have to hit things on the same frame. I'd rather just push, and we'll open the gadget menu. Or we want to actually open the gadget menu. We'll just throw the bomb. And so we were in the job menu, or the job trigger, but it got, I landed here? This is fine. I'm going to show it and we'll come back.
Okay.
So by doing that, it opens the gadget menu. It can't start the mission since you're in like a pause menu. And so when you land, it just doesn't start the job because you have to like re-enter the trigger. And so remember what I said before about safe grounded positions. So what I was doing with Bentley there is I was doing these double jumps. And if you've seen Sly 1 speedrunning, you know about super jumps, where like Sly like swings his cane and jumps at the same time.
Yes.
That's how you do like the crazy skip in the first world. That same thing applies here. It's just you don't have like a cane swing as Bentley, but if you just jump as you hit the ground, then our grounded position will be back at that job trigger still.
Okay.
This is a grounded position, but we're gonna destroy it. And so like I said, if the grounded position is not there anymore or not safe, it'll default to the last grounded position, which will be up there. Now, how are we gonna fail the mission?
Okay.
Well, Rajan pops out of this door, so why don't we just hit him with a bomb? Because you are not allowed to damage Rajan. You're trying to follow him, not get caught. So
Okay.
what this will do when we do it is we're gonna drown in that waterfall. It's gonna put us back up there as our grounded position. And now we've gone outside the range of that trigger bomb, so it will blow as we start the cutscene. And so as soon as the cutscene starts, it'll say mission failed, and then we skip the whole cutscene.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty neat. I think I've already ruined our grounded position, but I kind of wanted to just explain it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's okay. Like I said, I wanted to kind of explain it, what's going on, because there is a lot that's going on there.
Right, exactly. Before you like get too into it.
Right. So, but yeah, so it's the same concept of like a Sly 1 super jump in that we're going to maintain our position way up there so we can fail the cutscene immediately. Oh, hello, guys. Why'd you spawn? Oh, I know why they spawned there. So it's another kind of thing I want to talk about is like, why am I running like this? Why am I like looking at the front of Bentley the whole time? And that is basically...
fair, because like for the first area with Sly, it's trying to do that for you, but like in an annoying way.
Right.
Okay.
But like, so that's a trick we like to call GSMing, guard manipulation. So guards will only spawn in your field of view. So guards will only spawn in front of me right now. If I do this, guards will only ever spawn behind Bentley because the guards they don't want you to just run into a guard that you couldn't see. So guards only spawn if you can see them. So
Gotcha.
most of the game you want to play looking at yourself so that guards never spawn in front of you. So let's get back up there. Jump. Ooh. Let's see where we go. Okay. Let's get back up there. Okay, Ben. There we go, Ben. And so what I'm doing here is I'm getting on this branch, like right on this dark spot, and then I'm looking at that first pillar there, and you just walk off. And then latch and jump.
Right.
And then we're going to hold the PS button. Buffer the gadget menu as we back out of here. And we're good. So now we're going to take a little journey. The water is not safe to spawn in. That little ledge is also not safe to spawn. This is the nearest last safe spot to spawn in. So let's give Rajan a little bop. That probably is good. And then, so what we're doing here is pressing square and X at the same time. So we destroy that thing as we jump off it. So now it's no longer a safe grounded position.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll do this. There it is. You must not fight with Rajan right as the cutscene starts.
Okay, awesome.
So once we respawn, the mission begins. And we can just do the Rajan mission. Oh. So yeah, it's really neat way to, it's a lot of really weird inputs all at the same time, but it actually saves a decent chunk of time to do that. I want to say somewhere in the realm of like 15, 20, maybe 30 seconds. The cutscenes are long. But yeah, Rajan cutscene skip is definitely just like a very unique trick in that using the like PlayStation button to buffer inputs is actually pretty cool. And they use that, we'll use that, it's neat that some things from many Sly games like carry over. Because like you can use that PlayStation button buffering in other games too. I know Sly 4 has a lot of like cutscene skips that are like quote unquote frame perfect that you can kind of just buffer using the PlayStation menu to hit them.
It's really useful that you have the ability to like use take advantage of the PlayStation.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, that's like the big. And this is the episode we're gonna come back to at the end. So
Okay.
you know, we won't stick too hard in here. But that is the cutscene skip, and that is wild to witness.
Yes, I agree.
They're gonna keep getting weird.
Every little bit of it, you're like, okay, now we like fly up here, and then it's really interesting to learn about like how the game has areas of things that just like, okay, unsafe areas to land, and it's interesting that
Right.
like, oh, I guess it kind of does that in the first area if you land in the wrong
it does
spot.
kind of do that in the first. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. That's cool.
Okay, so they're gonna keep getting weird as we progress. The skips get weirder and weirder. So
Perfect.
let's jump to episode 4. For me, this is like my nostalgia episode. The ones with the Contessa.
We do have a question,
Okay.
which is Rajan's vision cone really small, or does he just like magnet to the melon once he's close?
So in a lot of places in this game, the game will prioritize success over failure. So like
Okay.
it will prioritize Rajan because we've lured him with the like little dart. And instead of like catching us first, he catches the melon first because the game kind of gives you the benefit in a lot of when two things happen at the same time a lot of the times. So like
Gotcha.
in episode 7, there's this mini game where you like fight RC cars with the moose people. If you like just ram up against them and just start throwing bombs, you'll both take the damage. If you both die at the same time, it prioritizes success and it says you did it even though you died.
That's cool. Okay, that's actually really good to know.
Yeah.
To let you know when you can like, okay, well, it's okay because the game will let me continue on.
Right. Like in that RC car mission I'm talking about, you usually just like barrel into your opponent and just start firing away. You're like,
Right.
You'll die before me. Okay, so this is what I'm going to show off now is a neat trick called fake floor. So we're going to be doing this mission, Disguise Bridge. And what you're meant to do in Disguise Bridge is you are meant to like guard Bentley as he like places bombs across this bridge and like hide, so when the guards come, you kill them, and then hide, and then more guards will come. It's a very long process. And so we're gonna do a trick called fake floor to just never have any guards spawn ever by basically turning the ground off. So
They're stopped just entirely.
we will just we will glitch ourselves to a point where the game doesn't know what the ground is anymore. And all the guards on the map will just fall through the ground.
Oh, that's so exciting. It's like Guardians and Breath of the Wild.
So, one thing I wanted to point out here real quick, though, is we have a new gadget, and it's the stealth slide. So, the stealth slide, you push the button, and you get to slide on the ground. If you're going uphill, you lose the momentum. If you're going downhill, you can do it for a long time. It also, while you use it, drains the orange bar under your health. That's like your gadget meter, or people like to call it juice in the community. Drains your juice. And so with stealth slide is faster than sprinting. So what you usually want to do, it starts, I don't know the exact numbers, so I'm gonna make up numbers just so it makes sense. So say your sprinting is like 10 units, and the stealth slide would be more like 14, but then after a couple seconds, it'll go down to 12, then 10, then 8, then 6. Like, eventually, the stealth slide will become just awfully slow.
Okay.
So the most efficient way to use stealth slide is actually to just tap it like this, to always get that high movement speed without draining it at all.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
And so another thing, things are gonna start connecting now. So we can also, remember the square boost technique to hold momentum? We can do that with stealth slide as well. So now I'm gonna use this downhill as an example. We can stealth slide, get a lot of speed, and then square boost. And Sly gets to jump a lot. He gets to jump very far. So you can really clear some gaps with that.
That's cool.
So
Wow.
square boosting, it just retains your momentum whenever you're moving around. So finding anything to, downhill slopes like this so you can jump really far kind of helps you get
Gotcha.
a ton of movement. It's very fast.
That's
So
really cool.
All right, so we're gonna go to Disguise Bridge and we're going to turn off the floor.
Okay, let's do it. I'm ready.
So let's start the mission. So we've got a little cutscene here so I can talk about stuff.
Slide those giant
So
pipes under the bridge.
there's lots of little like spire points that you the things the slide can land on and just kind of sit on top of. If you go too far away, the game tries to like despawn things that are super far away from you, just to keep the game moving.
Love to help out, but
That's why with like guards will very frequently, when you move your camera around, they'll despawn behind you and spawn in front of you. In most episodes, there's only ever 2 flashlight guards, 2 or 3 flashlight guards on screen at the same time. So it's constantly despawning stuff that's far behind you. So what will happen if our last known grounded spot doesn't exist anymore? It will take us back there, but it won't be there because it needs a second to spawn it back in. So the game kind of at that point doesn't know what the ground is.
So will it visually spawn back in, but then you stop? You know what? We'll just find out.
So I'm just going to do the first part of this mission. I actually am intentionally taking some damage here, because Bentley's gonna place his first bomb. Let's just take a look. Okay, so now Bentley's done. So he wants us to follow him all the way up to the bridge, or we can drown.
Okay, sure.
And when we respawn, we'll be up on the bridge.
Of course we will. Of course. Will it be on the bridge?
We're on the bridge.
Okay, we are actually on the bridge.
All right, so we're gonna come up here, right here. So this is our spire point. This is where the whole trick begins.
Okay, cool.
Super jumping. So the movement tech is a lot different. Super jumping in this game is you do the same inputs, but it is not as forgiving as it was in Sly. Sly 1 super jumps are very easy. These ones, the trick in Sly 1 is like if you don't see the puff of smoke, you're good. This game doesn't abide by those rules. I don't know why. So this may take me a couple times, but so we're going to jump. And we're going to swing cane and just keep jumping and get all the way over here. Now, hopefully, if I did that right. Okay. So I just landed on a spire point that just doesn't exist anymore. We should be fine. And hopefully, if I did it right. Hopefully, if I did it right. There we go.
What?
The guards fell through the ground.
All set. I'm moving to the next stress point.
And now,
What?
for the entire, I can just stand here. I don't need to touch the controller. Every time a guard spawns back there, he's done. I don't even think actually those guards die. I think they're just falling under us for eternity.
Are they going to spawn in again?
Nope. I don't think they're going to die. I think technically we can get ourselves. Oh no, it's in a really nice spot. Sometimes it'll push you through the ground too, but we're good.
Oh.
And so yeah, this mission that's supposed to be this really long mission where we protect Bentley is just a 1 minute just chill fest because there's no more floor for the guards.
You literally just stand here while he does it.
Yep.
Oh, that's so funny.
It actually saves a good amount of time to do this.
I forgot about this.
The last
Oh, escort
charge is
quest.
set. Let's
And there we
get
go.
out of here.
We're done with the mission.
That's awesome.
So fake floor is also, oh, there we go. We fell through the bridge.
You're all set.
Oh.
The game's trying to correct itself at this point. So once the mission's over, I think.
So he fell through the floor in like a
Oh no,
cutscene?
you can see we're still, if I stop jumping, I will fall through this ground. Like that.
Oh, I see.
The ground is still not exist.
Oh,
Yeah, so
You
we're
fall
just
forever?
falling, we're falling forever. There's no way to, so what's really weird about it is, yeah, you saw me doing it for a little bit there. If you jump as you hit the ground, you won't fall through, it'll like let you jump off of it. But if you stop jumping, you fall through, and then you fall for eternity. But yeah, fake floor is very silly. There's a lot of cool applications of it. I really wish the camera was following Sly right now, but we're seeing things.
Like so far.
Oh, there we go. We got it. Here I am.
Here you go.
This is what those guards were seeing.
You're going. Oh yeah, like as they just fell forever.
As soon as you pull up the trick, which again, the whole thing with the trick is that you set your last grounded position to an object and then go so far away that it despawns that object. So when it respawns you there, you're standing on thin air. And as long as you jump off before it spawns in, the game's like, all right, you're on nothing. I don't know what the floor is.
Like, I don't know what to do now.
And there's actually a lot of cool applications of that that we will keep getting to. So where do we want to head next? Episode 6 could be cool. Big floor, egg. Sorry, these notes I have are just like, I just writing stuff in barely legible.
You're just like, this raise would be fine.
Right. Okay, maybe I could do that. Does it require me to switch? It does. All right, we need to switch. We're going somewhere else. Yeah, like I said, slide 2. So, again, it is a lot to take in, but here we go. Number 1, there are many, many guides out there for this game that do a extremely good job of explaining all this stuff to you in large detail. So, like, while Slide 2 can look like a very intimidating game, if you hear somebody, you know what I'm talking about. All right, buffer inputs as you enter a job trigger and then kill, like, it's like, I don't know what's going on.
Right.
I promise you, like I said, there are a lot of fantastic guides out there that walk you through it step by step, what could go wrong, what can go right, how you fix things. Like, it's very, very nice. Without those guides, I wouldn't be here showing this game off because there's a lot of stuff. But it seems intimidating at first glance, but trust me, a lot of this stuff clicks very quickly.
Sweet.
So
yeah, it seems like, and like kind of like what you're describing. You're saying that like they kind of build off of one another, which is really cool.
Exactly. Like when you get the stealth slide, your movement changes completely. You're no longer you're sprinting. You're trying to slide everywhere.
Yeah, which is cool.
We're gonna get the paraglider later, and the paraglider lets you jump off of roofs and get really far away from like spire points to trigger fake floors instead of doing that crazy super jump stuff I did.
I'm excited. Is this a good, would you say now is a good time to take a quick break, or do you want to get to one more section?
No, we're going to start a new episode, so that's
cool. That's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, maybe we just do it now. We like to take our wellness breaks here on Hotfix, so no worries, because it's a showcase. We don't have to worry so much about like, oh my gosh, we're pausing the speedrun. But just perfect time to like get up, get some water, and feel free to check out any of our other Hotfix content. Like, just pull it up in the background, or just be like, oh, I want to watch this for later, or it's fun. Anything else? Oh, also, while we are taking a break, if you are interested, you can check out our schedule and other info about us being at TwitchCon. So GDQX is coming back to TwitchCon October 20th through 22nd. So we'll have a GDQ stage there. You can just do like exclamation GDQX in the chat if you want to learn more about that. Super excited for AGDQ, and GDQ is hiring as well. If you're a business developer, or if you have experience in recruiting sponsorship and you want to work for GDQ, you can apply at gamesonquick.com/jobs. So just stuff to do while we're on a break. I'll say it next time too. I remember this section actually pretty well. So I'm excited for this when we get back, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, and we are back with more Out of Bounds. The Slide 2 showcase has been awesome so far. We're learning our basics. We're seeing the game being broken already. We're going out of bounds. We're despawning floors. We're just tossing away enemies. All kinds of cool stuff is happening. Apparently, Event is also a table. So if you missed any of that, you need to go back after the show's done and rewatch it when we post it on our YouTube channel, because it's been awesome so far. So, Zick, I'm going to hand it back to you. By the way, if anybody's just joining, hi, I'm Kungfufruitcup. I host the show, but it's really all about the awesome runners who explain all the glitches in their games. So, Zick, Back to you. Get
Yes.
us back into slide 2. Count us down. And tell us what's going on.
All right, let's jump back into it in 3, 2, 1, go. So, I made notice 2 things. 1, we aren't where we left off. I moved somewhere else. 2, the game is now unreadable.
What?
So, as I said, the Korean
Oh,
version.
because it's in Korean.
Yeah, the Korean version is the fastest way to play. The dialogues are all just way faster. I can't go there. Sad. Okay. So let's actually go back to where we were now. So let's go back here. I don't know what any of it says. I just know the menu inputs to get where
I know
we
you
need
just
to
have
go
to
in
like
the menus.
guess.
All right, so we are back where we left off. We are now in episode 6, the Canada episodes, with Jean Bisson, and this is honestly one of the most fun set of levels in the run. You can do a lot of really cool things. So we're gonna put our stealth slide back on. So I won't make it there.
That train goes in a loop, right?
Right. Here, I want to try to get on top of this train. Okay, so I'm on the train. So something, you remember square boosting and momentum?
Uh-huh.
We can do that off the train,
Wow.
which gets you a ton of speed.
You're so fast. So does it get us to any ledges nearby that we couldn't get to before?
Not exactly, it just makes our movement a lot faster.
Okay, that's fair.
Also,
Totally fair.
these train tracks are an amazing way to gain a ton of stealth sprint speed.
Ooh.
Yeah, so the train tracks make this level super fun with the stealth slide. That should be the mission I want. Yes. Okay, so we get up here. This guy's in the way. That's okay.
You just
So we're
did the kind of high jump, triple jump to get up on the train.
Yes, and he, yeah. Once you learn the glitch high jump, you'll find yourself just doing it everywhere, whether you need it or not. Which is it's
Right.
pretty fun. It's kind of one of the things that's also it's good to just build some muscle memory for.
I agree, but it's fun to be able to watch and notice oh, hey, you just did the thing that we learned about.
That's what I'm saying. If you were unfamiliar with the run, you would just see you doing this. You're like, oh, you just double jumped. But
You're right, wait, why can't I do it in my casual playthrough?
Right. Well, that was literally when I first started learning. I didn't talk to anybody. I just looked at the first level, and I swear I beat my head against it for 30 seconds. I'm like, he just jumps up there. I was like, I don't get it.
Oh no.
And then I found the little guide to help you with movement check. I was like, oh, okay.
Right.
I did a jump here, and I thought it'd be worth talking about because one, you get to see you would not be able to jump this gap with just regular double jump, but
Okay.
with square boosting we can. And you'll notice I swung my cane an extra time there. So if you swing your cane in, if I don't swing my cane in the air, oh, slide falls a lot more downward than forward. Once the cane swing wears off, you see cane swing done, we just start falling.
Okay,
But
I got it. Yeah.
if you continue to cane swing while you're in the air, it keeps that momentum for you as long as you keep chaining cane swings together.
so it'll
a
help
lot of the-
ward off the straight downfall.
Right, and let you get even further. So that is pretty helpful in clearing a lot of really crazy gaps. I want to do this. Okay, so what I showed you with fake floor, with the spire point back in Contessa's level, we can now apply that here. The nice thing about applying that here is we can have the paraglider now. So we don't have to do any
Ooh,
crazy
okay.
super jumps. We can just fly all the way over here. And now I am in fake floor. So the floor is turned off in a second. So how we're gonna use this to our advantage is we're gonna come to this job trigger. And so this is a job trigger where you're following Carmelita, and if you alert her, you fail. So what will alert her more than everything dying?
Wait, in
So
the
everything-
portrait there, was it he falling? You could see his hat going up.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Everything in that moment falls through the floor because we did the fake floor
Uh-huh.
skip, and so it fails the mission because We're not supposed to hit Carmelita or kill, the guards around her.
Oh, okay.
So that just, again, skips another cutscene. So yeah, the fake flow things, they look kind of crazy, and sometimes it's hard to tell what's going on. It's just that turning off the ground, as long as you keep jumping, you're good. But it's a really handy way to turn off a lot of those cutscenes, failing missions as soon as we hit the cutscenes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's right. You talked about it earlier for a second.
Yeah, and that's like I said, with Slide 2, like I said, having those like story triggers and whatnot there, it's hard to like sequence break it. So you really gotta like do your best to be, everybody's trying to find the best ways to skip cutscenes to bring that time down a little bit.
That makes sense.
And you'll say like a lot of the tricks, like the fake floor, like it's all worth learning because all these tricks can be used like everywhere.
Right. What would you say is like the most recent thing found for this game?
Oh, I'm trying to think because I probably should this stuff found all the time still. Like there's 1 second time save I found. I forget what the latest thing for Slide 2 has been.
Okay.
I can't remember off the top of my head actually.
The last really big thing, maybe?
Yeah. That's really big thing for Slide 2. Oh, that's tough actually. I'm not sure. I don't remember off the top of my head.
All right. Just curious, just in case.
So,
but.
yeah. So, all right, let's hang on. Yes, this. Do I have? Okay, we are gonna finish. Actually, can I just? So I want to go do another mission in this episode. I think we have it here. Maybe not. Wait. That's maybe what I want. Let me go check. So I want to get to the mission Theft on the Rails. So I can't remember if that's a Sly or a... Oh, don't get hit by the train. You will die if you hit the train. Okay, Sly's mission. Yeah, that one, I don't want that one. Oh, and that's that. Okay, we will move on. Okay, so let's move on. I might have to switch files. Korean. Oh, wait. No, okay. Yeah, we're going to switch to quick game. So I want to go to episode 7. Episode 7 has some really cool stuff too.
In the same area.
It's another Canada episode. It's a different like map area, but we're still like
Gotcha.
they broke the game up into every villain gets 2 episodes except Dimitri, which is kind of a shame because I think Dimitri's like the coolest one.
Yeah, right?
The one thing that's difficult to get used to with playing the Korean version is that it's circle confirm, not X. That throws me off a lot.
You have to like swap.
I hate
every
circle
time.
confirm. So yeah, if you switch back to English, you're like, why am I doing that? Oh yeah, it's X.
Because it's, because X is circle. Right.
Yeah, usually over outside of, NTSC game areas, a lot of them are circle confirm. All right, we're loading back in. I always laugh because I know fellow Final Fantasy runner Mutsky always makes it a point that it's like he's like, I will take the time loss to switch it back to X confirm.
So you could swap it. You could like swap it in the menu.
Like switch it back to X, yeah. So in the middle of the run, he'll swap it. All right, so here's the one. So this is episode 7. So who do I want here? Who does the Bears mission? I think it's Sly. Okay, so where is our Bears mission? Actually, let's start with that mission. So there's a lot of cool things in episode 7, and again, we're like very far into the run at this point, so we have like every gadget we could need. While you don't technically need a lot of these gadgets, they do help with speed stuff.
Do you collect them in like an any percent typically or no?
Yes, and so you do have to like manage your coins throughout an 80% run. Now, in the Sly games, because again, you might be like, wow, 4.5 hours is way too long for me for a speed run. More people absolutely do individual level runs because that's a lot easier. And for those individual level runs, they let you like pre-buy all the gadgets you would need to do the mission. So it makes episode runs really kind of easy and straightforward to do, and most of them are like a half hour long. So like that's how I learned the game actually, was I literally just took it, I just did ILs for 1 and then 2 and then 3, and then once I got to 8 I was like, okay, let's put it all together.
Then you chain together. That's cool though.
Instead of trying to learn the whole thing at once, yeah.
Also, hearing Bentley in Korean is very funny.
I love it. So this mission, you're supposed to redirect this laser, and you have to like, you know, go through this whole gauntlet to like get to the other side of this wall to turn a switch. But as we have learned, vents are tables.
They're tables,
so
that's right.
We can just kind of clip through the table here. Sly wire. I think the slide's tough. Let's get out.
I was like, how do you know what you're doing?
I don't. There we go. And that's the end of the level. You just clip through the vent. And we can do it again to get back out of here. And we're out. That whole mission is devolved to just spinning through that vent and spinning back out.
So funny. Okay. Easy.
So this whole mission is just redirecting these lasers around. I'm just gonna book through it really quickly. And again, you'll get to showcase some of the neat movement tech I'm on what we're doing here.
Okay, while we're waiting, do like a poll in chat. I'd like to know who is your favorite Sly protagonist. Is it Sly, Murray, Bentley? Who do you all like the most? Should we put Carmelita on there? Just kind of
fair.
Kind of good. Make a poll and have that. Think about your answer.
All right, so like I said, we just need to go around to these areas. Gotta hit that. Might be able to, yep. Use a glitch high jump there to kind of jump all these because it's a lot faster than hopping 1 to 1 to 1.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So then we're gonna do this. Hop the gap. We're gonna hop that gap. Just moving these little lasers around. It's a very satisfying mission, actually. When, like I said, you can chain these square boosts with stealth slide.
Yeah, I can see a bunch of the tech.
Yeah, once you
together.
Yeah, once you pick it up, like I said, it's like really, this game's actually insanely fun to run solely because like, yeah, you get to chain all these cool moves together and move faster than you ever thought Sly could.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he always had it in him.
Absolutely. Oh.
Okay,
right.
poll is up.
Excuse me,
poll is up.
All right.
What? No Bentley. Or not Bentley's in there. No Murray.
The Murray?
Murray's not there. Oh no.
All right, so let's go get this last laser. I just want to do this real quick because it, we can open up the world a little bit. Because while there are, if you're familiar with the game, there are like, you got a ton of missions to do, but you can only do like so many at a time because there's like a quote unquote like day 1, day 2 to the mission. So we're just gonna try and get to day 2 by doing all the missions. We're gonna free this woolly mammoth so that he can be free, no longer trapped in ice. Go, friend, you're free now.
Nice.
And now he's gonna run into the water and freeze himself again. Alright, he lived a good life. So, the next kind of, this one is like definitely kind of a glitch. We're gonna do the, really quickly also, something neat here. a job starts when you enter those job triggers. It doesn't exactly have to be Sly's feet. You can hit it with your cane. So you don't actually have to go up on that roof to hit the trigger. If you swing your cane through it, it'll be like, hey, you're here. So some part of Sly touches the job trigger.
That's funny.
And your cane can go through walls and roofs and stuff. It doesn't really have a hitbox on it.
Gotcha.
So
Oh,
this
also-
mission... Oh, yeah.
I was just gonna say Sly is our winner for who's cooler. Second place is other in chat. So who's the other? Who's the other for those who voted?
I want to hear the other.
Murray was not on the 5 options because I did not specify. So I wonder if it's Murray or somebody else.
Okay, so this mission, this is a funny one. So all these bears have little like radio receivers in them that you see when he opens his mouth. It's right there. And you need to pickpocket from every bear, all 6 bears, without waking them up. If I step on that ice, it'll wake him up and we'll fail. If I hit him, it'll wake him up and we'll fail. But, so, this little red triangle, what the Korean at the top is saying is, if you enter here, you will abort the mission. So, this looks like a vent, which is a table. So why don't we just clip it for a second? Cool. So we clipped out and then back in. So by the game standards, we're gone. We are not here. So now we can get caught all we want. And the mission will not end because it thinks we have aborted the mission.
Oh my gosh.
And so what's funny about this, as I'm going to show off here, which should be impossible,
Wait, you can actually
you can
defeat
kill
them.
all the bears. And that will, that's not good because the transponders are gone. But if you sit here long enough, you can kill every bear. And just empty the
I believe
cave.
they have an animation.
Nope, they're just bye. And now this cave is empty. So if you ever want like a cool party trick, show people that know Slide 2, you're like, I got in this cave and the bears just weren't there. I don't know what happened.
They're just not there.
Because you killed them all. But yeah, so by doing
my
this,
gosh.
it makes this mission very easy because you don't have to worry about getting caught by the bears and failing. You can just do whatever you want once you table clip through this.
But the transponders are gone. Oh,
Oh yeah, the transponders are gone because they died with the bears. So
then what do you do?
well, you just don't kill them. So if we
Okay.
he really. Okay, that's fun. Sly is trying to pickpocket it out of the bear. There we go. All right, so if we actually leave and come back in, it's always so. I love explaining that little kind of trick because it's funny. People are like, wait. Can you? Oh yeah, you can see we have completely lost the mission. Like,
Yes.
closed off the cave. Yeah, it's funny to be like, you know, to tell people like, you can kill all those bears. And they're like, no, you can't.
Like, you're not supposed to.
I'm not supposed to. And so like,
Supposed to.
and you can like, oh, okay, that didn't work so well. It proxied me not the direction I was expecting. I was gonna say you could just table clip into this trigger. We'll crawl this time. It wasn't happy with that. But yeah, like I said, the applications of table clip are not just that one little skip at the beginning of the game. Is that can be used in tons of places to do various things.
Gotcha.
So
That's
we will
cool,
not
because-
we will not kill the bears this time. What were you guys saying?
Okay. No. I'm just kind of following up here.
Yeah. Okay, so now we are free to do whatever we have to do. We'll steal these. Not worry about a thing. Because, so I'll show it off here on the next one. Because an interesting thing is, you know, you can see they open their mouth and they close it. And if his mouth is closed, you can't pickpocket him. But with this trick, and like I said, you can't fail the mission for alerting a bear. If you get here late, just hit him again. And you can pull the transponder out of his
What?
closed mouth. Yep. So if you come here on a bad cycle, you can just hit the bear and he'll give it to you.
So funny. So will they won't even wake up now,
No.
or is it just because you're jumping?
There we go. give me your transponder. So you don't have to worry about like waiting for the cycle with this glitch. You can kind of just
That's
pick them all up and go. Did I wake this guy up? Okay. And there's our 6
You're done.
transponders. Done.
너만이 성공할 수 있어.
Easy.
밖으로 나가서 다음 단계에 대해 설명할게.
All right. So looking at my list stuff.
수신 장치를 구성하려면
Okay. We're gonna keep pushing through episode 7 for a little bit.
본부 뒤로
Because I want to get to the end for the operation. Because there's some cool skips in the operation there too.
송신기를 내려놔.
Ooh, okay.
So we will just
yeah,
kinda
this
push
is a cool
through.
area.
Okay. So now we just have to plant those transponders all around the world. It's a neat little jump you can do there as well, where you like back off and come back, and Sly will
Oh.
he'll latch onto the edge. Where do we go? Oh, right. There's so many of these missions sometimes where you go places that you're like, where am I? Which one? Which way do I go again?
Which one do I do?
Oh, moose. Okay, watch out, buddy. Okay, up here. So, another thing I also want to point out here is there is a trick in here called paraglide boosting. I have to,
Okay.
of course, like the same thing as in Sly 4, and that one's just para boosting. I don't know why we have 2 different names, but if you open your paraglider right when you do your second jump, it kind of like doubles your height in a sense. Like it gives you way more height. So if I
like a high jump, kind of.
jump paraglider, you can clear this gap, which normally there would be no way to. If we aren't regular jumping, you just jump. Like you will never get there. But with paraglider boosting, you get bonus height off your. And if I stand still, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Oh, but because he's like doing the double jump, but also opening the paraglider, so it kind of gives you a little boost up when you're.
Yeah, I see.
Because it's trying to resolve the double jump.
Oh, cool.
Good day. All right, so we're just gonna barrel through this really quickly. Yeah, I'm like
Oh, like right there.
I'm upset because my like initial plan was to make like 1 million Sly 2 saves, literally for like every mission, and slap them on a USB drive so I could just like copy paste switch between them. But I learned, because I've done that before, you know, long time ago. But I learned that that's not a thing anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, because I think they want you to like pay for PS Plus, because you can like upload to cloud storage, and so they took away the ability to like throw saves on an external USB device, which is annoying.
That's annoying.
Well, I killed both of the thingies. Just need to get up there. Might have to do a little improv here. Oh my god, Sly, why would you do that? The circle in this game can be very weird. Sly sometimes just see things. You're like, okay, and why?
Right.
Usually, I think I can do a backup right here. Yeah. So we got him. All right. Don't destroy the bell. Okay. You usually use the bench for that, but he destroyed the bench. Oh, this is tough. Okay, there we go. Cut around there.
Nice.
And there were, I'll show it off in episode 3. I was like, there's another thing I forgot about, but that's we'll hit it at episode 3. That's why I was like, I was saying before this, I was like, I don't know if I have too much stuff or not enough stuff, because like it's almost never ending the amount of like neat movement tech and glitches you can do in this game.
The things that happen. Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, it's like there's so much. All right, I think
Let's
this
show
is.
up. We love it.
Yep. All right, now I'm gonna show. Now we're gonna, because we're speeding through this. So that was one of Bentley's slideshows. It is faster to just do this. Just quit the game, reload it, and it's faster than watching Bentley's PowerPoint.
Right. This is what you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, but I was like, it's not too big of a deal. Yeah, we're just vibing.
Just vibing through it.
Yeah, I was like, when you brought this up to me, and I was thinking, I was like, this is really nice. Like, I don't have to like per se like practice a whole run. I was like, I can just sit down and kind of practice pieces of it, and just having a nice fun time.
Fun. I know, that's part of why I love the show. And it's got more of a relaxed atmosphere, and you just kind of get to sit and like see how things work. And if you all, I like that kind of stuff. I think it's going to be like, oh, how does it actually function? Or like, why does this work? Or how is this game so much faster?
Right. And I think it's cool because it's like I said, I like getting to show off stuff like, this as well. Do I have turnbuckle? Oh, I do. Because like I said, if you were watching this just, on like a marathon run or something,
wouldn't know.
Like, wow, it looks fast, but I don't know if I, like, oh, he's just jumping over ledges. Like, this looks like nothing's happening. But reality, like, a million things are happening.
Yeah. Or like, you're not supposed to be able to do that jump.
Right.
The game doesn't, not on the plan. Yeah.
And again, something I always love in like speedrunning is like, I like to always call them like party tricks, because it's like, it's cool to just like, oh, you're sitting with your friends, let's play a nostalgic game like Slide 2, and you're like, I know this cool thing we can do,
Yeah.
It's like, you don't have to be a speedrunner to appreciate just like, I can do this cool thing.
I'm gonna just show this off really fast. Oh my gosh, everybody's voices.
Right? They're all so different.
Oh my gosh. So seriously, very, very different.
Yeah, the pain comes in, sadly, with this game is, so, because it's a PS3 game, like, you want to play on a digital version. Usually digital versions are faster than physical CD copies.
Right.
So the annoying thing is you have to get a digital Korean copy of this game.
How?
You have to have someone get you a Korean PSN account.
Oh.
So it's very weird, and it's kind of a pain sometimes, but it's not like the worst thing in the world to do. It's just kind of a pain that you have to have a Korean account to get the game. But I've done it before also with like European games. Like, I know the Spyro 1 through 3 is fastest on like PS TV with the PAL copy. So I had to like get a European account to, yeah. So if you want to play on PS TV, you need to like get a European account, which is weird.
There's a lot of hoops you have to jump through.
Yeah. So we're just walking along here with our pet bear.
The bear.
It's just gonna follow us. This is old Grizzleface is his name.
I'm excited for that bit.
All right. So I'm gonna come down here. So what we have to do is we throw the fish on these generators, and then he wants the fish, so he smells the fish, and then he comes down and destroys the generator for us. Is he on his way? Yes, he wants that fish.
Nice.
And
Okay, cool.
so we'll just go over here. Okay, didn't make that. We'll do the last one. Oh, jeez. Murray is very like weird to jump as.
It's like he has a pretty, it seems like he has a pretty, pretty high jump naturally. Sorry, that's
Right, but he has no speed.
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so I've hit that generator with the fish. You don't have to stick around. So like, he's just gonna do it. So you can like, ways to save time here, like run back to the hideout. Because I need to switch to another character after this. So the second the screen goes away, I'm in the hideout. Just a neat, tiny little optimization there. So we have slime missions. Bentley mission. All right, let's do our slime missions. Sorry, Bentley, you'll have your time.
We'll come back, Bentley. We saw one really cool thing with Bentley already. That was like the first real thing we got to see with Murray, though.
Right. Bentley is the architect of this skip I want to show off at the end of the episode.
Oh, okay, cool.
So let's just oh wait, am I the no, I'm not worried. Okay, so surprise. There's another little not skip, but like cool movement tech here.
Huh.
When you're so the thing in this episode is that like Bentley's like modified your cane that it can become like hooks to climb ice walls. And you're supposed to like latch onto them and just climb. But if you just like mash, jump, and circle just like reattach to the wall, you climb this ice very fast.
Like you just fly.
Yep. So as soon as we get down here, it's pretty satisfying to see. So we'll latch, and you just do this. Oh, I went the wrong way. All right.
Oh.
So jump.
You keep going to the left.
All right, and then we're up here. I just want to get over here. Oh, that's fine.
Ah.
And we're climbed up the lighthouse. Oh wait, I have to get rid of this guy. Yeah, I was just going the wrong way around the lighthouse. Wasn't to the right than the left.
Gotcha.
All right, so we're gonna turn this off real quick. All right. Just jumping down to the bottom. Don't know if I'll get this. Might. Some of these missions go by really fast, actually, which is nice. I should have probably set up a file for the operation. That's my fault, but that's okay.
That's okay. Again, like we get to see some like again some things from earlier in this, which is cool,
Yeah.
and some of this optimized movement.
All right. So we just have to climb this thing. Yeah, there will be random electricity bursts. You just gotta watch for them. Up we go.
Oh, I see it.
Okay.
Nice.
Then we just do this. All right. And after this, we'll it'll get to show off that thing I talked about, how like you don't have to actually walk into a trigger. You can just kind of swing your cane through it. So the trigger for the next job is directly above us on the top of the lighthouse. So, you're supposed to get back out, climb a little higher and go. Or we can just, I believe you stand right here. You swing the cane through it from underneath.
And it just counts.
I was like, yeah,
That's so cool.
some part of slide touch the trigger. Let's start.
Yeah, something happened.
Yeah,
Close enough.
it's way faster than like going back out, climbing the wall and hitting them. You just don't swing. You just have to like know the spot where it's right above you to kind of,
yeah.
your cane's going through the floor. It's such a, I love like this always gets me like when you're in like episode 1 with Dimitri, because like Dimitri's voice lines are fantastic, but then you're in Korean, you're like, I don't know what he's saying.
You're like, I can't tell, but it's great. That happens. I wish I knew Korean.
Alright, so again, very, very, very this is like one of the like chill moments of the run. We're just like paraglide to the end of this little section.
Oh, so actually, like we're not. It's just pretty straightforward.
This is just so there is technically a skip here. Do you see that barrel rolling below us? There was like a little conveyor belt right below us. I think it's out of sight now.
Okay. Yes.
There's a little conveyor belt that spits out logs. There is a proxy you can do. It is unbelievably hard. I've never learned it yet. Because our main goal is that little island way out there. You can set up like a certain way that when one of the logs rolls out, it proxies you inside of itself, and you can get launched all the way over to that island.
Oh, what? All the way over there in the distance?
All the way over there, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
But not many people at all. I've only ever seen one person like go for that in like IL runs and stuff. And that's kind of the thing too. Whenever like I was learning some of this game was like, there's definitely like, you know, strats that are like great for ILs, but might not exactly be the best for wild this again. That might not be the best for like in any percent. You don't want to be here, you know. That sucks. Like 6 hours in.
Did you land too close to the water?
Yeah, I hit the water. I didn't make it to the island because I ducked too far to dodge the eagles.
Can you land on that tiny one though, like at all, or are you not supposed to?
Not supposed to. Yeah, it'll fail you if you don't land on the correct island.
A bummer.
But yeah, as I was saying, like I definitely, like when I was learning, there were some things that were like, you're not gonna try that in a full game run, right? Like I'm not gonna throw my run 4 hours into like a proxy that's like not super consistent. So a lot of things when I was learning this as well was like, I want to do ILs, but I also want to like pretend like I'm doing a full game run, you know?
Right.
And know the backup strats and the safety strats and whatnot.
Like eventually.
Yeah, like eventually, it's like, it's kind of, it's something I always like try to tell people like when they're getting into speedrunning and stuff is like, you don't always have to do the best, fastest strat at the very beginning, you know?
Right.
Do what you're comfortable with and, you know, pick up the faster things later. It's better to just get your first run under your belt for most games rather than spending a crap ton of time trying to, you know, learn a skip that it might just click better later.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you there.
Yeah. It just gives you more motivation to do your next run.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Just, you are very familiar with You're no stranger to platformer speedruns. I know that you you can understand where it's like just getting. I'm gonna knock this guy out. Just getting better at like the movement and those sorts of things will like lower your times while speedrunning so much more than learning, you know, one super fancy trick.
Agreed. Yeah, like for Spyro 1, it's better to learn like how to do the little, kind of similar to like the high jump here. There's like a slightly higher jump dash you can do off ledges, and then you glide, and it gets you to ledges you shouldn't be able to hit ahead of you.
Right.
Like having that down is much better than doing like rat proxy at the very end of the game.
Right. Oh
just
god.
To get past one level. Yeah. So yeah, definitely.
So one of the power-ups you get later in the game is adrenaline. I want to shake these guards so I can. The bear really wants me to. Oh, do I have? I do. I need to put jetpack on. Okay, so as I said, one of the things you can get is adrenaline burst, and what's cool about that is, remember I said Bentley has his own kind of square boost. It's the bomb boosts. If you chain them with, this is not a great spot. This is down here better. Yeah, I have much more room here. If you chain the bomb boost with the adrenaline burst, you can carry all the speed from this adrenaline burst into a jump like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a nice way to keep Bentley moving as well.
Right.
Since Bentley and Murray don't have like as great running speeds as Sly, I didn't start the mission.
They're just not meant to be as fast. Like, they're not meant to be like as agile as he is in general.
Right. And it's kind of cool that you can use that to chain together some really neat movement with Bentley. So let's just try and let's just get out of here. I want to save my like juice meter because I was just showing some stuff off there. But having all your juice here really helps do some neat stuff. Oh, the bear, no, sir, we gave you your fish. Why don't you like me anymore? Wait, do I have to rebind that yet? One thing I do like about this game is like how they let you bind your gadgets to like you get to choose what they're assigned to, so you can kind of set it up in the way that feels right for you. So these are like Bentley hacking missions. You have to go to 3 boats and hack the boats. And one of the neat things here is how like we have the jetpack now with Bentley, and you're supposed to like run to Murray there and get like thrown over to the boat. But with Adrenaline Burst and jetpack, we can just completely skip that.
Okay.
Once they're done having their talk. I hit that too hard. I didn't realize I had 1 health left. So you can sprint with the Adrenaline Burst, jump, and then, or you can use a bomb boost or something to just, let's go like this. We're gonna jump over here. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
I didn't get the bomb boost on, but yeah, we can just jump these gaps with jetpack instead of Murray like blinging us. And then we have these.
Oh right, these
the
sections.
near automata hacking sections.
You can just skip.
So we are. You're right, but you can't. Unfortunately, we can't skip the hacking mission. There's only one you can do to skip the hacking missions on, I believe, and that's in the final episode. Sadly, the final episode, it's so cool, but I was like, there's too much going on there. I could do a whole thing just on that episode. Like, the final episode's kind of crazy. You can, like, pull a fake floor into a Bentley hacking mission, so you can go through walls.
Okay.
It gets wild. But what we're building up to is a skip in this, we're on this way. A skip in the operation of this level called Egg Skip. What? You can get that slide. Come on, slide. Why is Sly being rude here? Come on, man.
Just a little bit.
There.
Oh. No? Usually farther than it should be.
Yeah, wait. Whoa. Grab.
Why
you no grab?
To the...
Okay, am I being silly here? There we go. Okay.
Oh, got it.
What is going on?
Yeah, it's a little
All
bit.
right, small mishap.
Low and on the left. But yeah, you got it. You got it.
All right. So now we use our adrenaline burst to kind of run around the world here. And so here's our next kind of skip. Just
cool.
Adrenaline burst off there instead of Murray throwing you.
Perfect.
Just gonna get through here. Yep.
It's very similar to the last one.
They're all pretty similar. But yeah, so the operation in this episode is different. It's the Operation Canada games, where you play a series of mini games against Jean Bisson, like log rolling or chopping, wall climbing, which is way different than like most, previous operations. And what we're going to do is do a trick called Egg Skip to completely skip the first part of the game.
Okay.
So once Sly grabs this, sorry, buddy, here you go. Sly, you gotta reach for it, man. Okay. Save that jetpack. So the basically like the gang realizes they're never going to beat Jean Bisson in a lot of these contests, so they just decide to cheat.
Right.
And so we have this. I'm gonna try this one time. No, okay.
What's supposed to happen there?
So what you can do there, Murray, are you broken?
Hello?
All right, you want to give me a shoulder massage? Thank you. I don't know why he's being the way he is. We'll go. Murray's being weird. But yeah, the neat kind of thing you can do there, what I tried to do real quick, is like you can use the adrenaline burst down the slope and then do a little bomb boost as Bentley and carry, and you can jump that gap to the next boat. But like I said, bomb boosts are very difficult, and I don't always like to go for them just solely because, yeah, it's kind of like a one try thing. Like you do it, oh, I missed. All right, I'm not gonna try that again. It doesn't save that much time, but it's still neat to get to do little skips with movement like that.
Gotcha. Yeah. I agree.
So after this, we're at the operation, and then after I show off the egg skip, we will hop back over to episode 3, and we'll just kind of maybe run through that and do a little like slow run where we talk about it.
Okay. That sounds good to me.
So long as we're good and we have time for it.
We do still have a little bit of time. Like,
Okay,
we
perfect.
have plenty of time, honestly.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Just gotta get through this.
Gotta get through this section. I know. We're just kind of hanging.
Yeah, I'm never a fan of these missions.
The Korean version it's just faster. Yeah,
Yeah.
not more broken. Sometimes there are differences in that, like or different patched versions, or
Right.
that doesn't really apply here.
Yeah.
And sometimes there are like Japanese versions that come out first, and they will be, and then they'll release like a US version, like an NA version later that
Right.
is technically patched, even if it is an older game. So you do have to like get the Japanese version. But yeah, this one is just because language is faster. Yeah.
Yeah, and people have done like extensive research into like broken down by like episode how much each one saves. But in like a full 90% run, the Korean version is I think about 4 minutes faster than English.
Gotcha.
It's a significant chunk.
Gotcha.
It's funny because every Sly game's different. Like Sly 1 doesn't matter. Sly 2 is Korean. Sly 3 is Dutch, I believe. And Sly 4 is German.
Oh, what? That's so interesting.
Yeah, it's so interesting. But yeah, all 3 games use like a different language as their
They
fastest
differ,
language.
yeah. Seriously.
But
Okay.
I've been playing a lot of Sly 4 lately, and the nice thing about Sly 4 is that it's not the time loss isn't great, like English is like overall the entire run like 15 seconds slower than German. I was like, I'm not even worried about it.
For sure. How long is Sly 4 as a run?
It's about the same, around 4.5, 5 hours.
Okay. How
also
broken
has
would
its,
you
like-
say it is?
That one, not as much.
Okay. So I was like, do we need a follow-up at some point?
Yeah, no, it's Sly 4, and it's kind of what I've been liking it is it's like it's a lot more movement based rather than like trick based, which is kind of nice.
Gotcha.
I always say because again, it's an early PS3 game, the loads are really bad, and I always say like if they could just like stick this on the PS5 with like really fast loads, this game would be probably like the most fun game in the series.
Yeah.
But it just sucks sometimes sitting there like, sitting through like a 20-second load and then a cutscene. You're like, we're breaking up the good movement so much.
Oh,
Okay,
just waiting, having to wait for all those loads. It gets ridiculous in some games.
yeah. I need to, one thing. Do I have alarm clock? I need to check. Okay, I do have alarm clock. Cool. We need this alarm clock. You cannot start this mission without the alarm clock.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the only
casually or
right, casually. Like they'll literally you go to the trigger, so you need to have the alarm clock. So all right, operation time. See if I remember how to do this.
이제 내려가서 짐바이슨으로부터 발톱을 얻어내자고. 슬라이, 가까이 가면 눈에 띄지 않게 조심해. 그각을 알아보면 곤란하니까.
So here in the first game, so I can just set this up with my controls here. Okay. So here in the first game, it is the log chopping. And what you're supposed to do is when the mission starts, he's oblivious. So what you're supposed to do when the game starts is you get the egg that we got in one of the previous things. We have to walk it all up around. There's a big moving platform section there to eventually get here where you plant the egg on John Bassan. You can only walk while you're holding the egg, so it's very slow. But
Gotcha.
what we have here is a magical thing called egg skip, and we'll see if that works. It looks good.
우리도 나무꾼 게임에
Okay.
참가하고
Basically,
안 될까요?
if we get hit or something, we drop the egg, and then it'll respawn us back at the beginning with an egg.
Ooh.
But we're gonna try and do it in such a way that we get hit, and when it respawns us, we're going to have the egg in our hand, but we won't. And that way we can
Okay.
sprint with the egg in our hand. So first, let's hit this log down. Also, this operation they didn't need to go this hard on the music for this this operation.
I love it. I love it.
Okay.
Tin.
Perfect.
Yay. You did it.
Good job, Murray. Even though you didn't get to be in the poll, you did it. Alright, so Sly's gonna tell us, let's cheat. Alright, so what we want to do, so if I run into this wall, per se, it will drop the egg, and then it'll fail
Right.
the mission. But what we could do here with our little trigger bomb is, what do I have trigger bomb on? L2, okay. Ah, missed it. Okay. The thing is still there, so. Is that it? Ooh, a little short. We went to hit the bomb, right? It might be too far away. I might set that bomb. Did I get it? Ah. Basically, you went to hit the bomb right when you respawn from failing the mission. I might have to reset that bomb. Yeah, we're gonna have to reset this bomb. Wait, this is tough. Oh, maybe. If we respawn, oh, maybe? Okay, now I have to. Forget the best way to do this. Oh wait, I remember the best way to do this. Okay. It's been a while since I've had to do like the backup for this. Okay. So we go over here. We're going to try and it's really hard to throw another bomb here because you fail so quickly, but we want to do this. No, throw the bomb, Bentley. No. And throw a bomb behind us when we respawn.
Throw a bomb
us
at
back.
the same time.
There, that might be it. Where is that? That's so much better. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Hit. Oh, nope. Yeah, no. You basically want to like hit it as you respawn.
Okay.
That was probably too far away. We might be able to make that work. So instead of like hitting it here, yeah, it's in a weird spot now. Oh. No. We want, I'm gonna have to move that. That's okay. We need to place the bomb kind of more close to where Bentley respawns when you drop the egg.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
so
bad.
close.
It's bad there because.
A little too far down the slope.
Right.
Yeah.
There we go. We'll just get rid of that one. Try again. Because there's a weird angled thing there. Did I get that? Of course not.
There it is.
The backup is really weird for this. Oh, that's really good. Okay.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
I think that's it. I was like a
that
frame too early. No.
Oh, but it had like, there's like something sticking out of the egg.
Close. That was also very close. This is a very difficult trick. This is actually like one of the more recent things I learned in this game. It's a very difficult trick, but it is like really
Gotcha.
cool when you get it
I
off
really wanna
first
see
try.
it. Got some
Okay,
time.
we could try this. Lay 1, 2. Yeah, it's a very weirdly timed thing. There it is. Haha. All right. So the egg.
Now we're just.
As far as the game is concerned, the egg is in our hand, but we can sprint and use our gadgets
Oh my
and do all
gosh.
sorts of stuff. So we're just gonna take the little shortcut here. Excuse me, judges. I need to get through. And as soon as we touch the platform, we plant the egg.
Ha!
So instead of doing the really, really slow walking mission across the moving platforms, we can just jetpack over and just give him the egg.
Haha.
So that's a really cool skip for the operation.
Like, wait, what? Yeah, this is not on emulator. This is on actual
Yeah.
PS.
One of my last living PS3s.
Yeah.
I hate the fat PS3s. They just die. Oh,
Like, I can't anymore.
they just overheat themselves. I've got like 2 broken in my basement right now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay,
Oh.
so what I think we'll do now is hello cat. Is this wait, where do I have this?
I love how your cat just walked by occasionally.
Yeah, she is the queen of the castle here. So this also we need to show. I need to pull up. I don't have these on hand. So in case you didn't know, there are level warp codes you can use in this game. I have to open the slide Discord because they're pinned there because I don't know these off art. So as you can see, we're in episode 8. So I have all the gadgets and stuff, but I want to go do a run of 3. So let's go up, left, right, left, down, up. And we
Up,
give it a
left,
second.
right, left, down, up. What
and
about that?
now we're in episode 3. There's a warp code for every episode in the game.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah, so you can jump around to the beginning of every episode, which is pretty nice for making saves and practicing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't know those off heart, but they're all pinned in the slide Discord. Okay, so let's kind of start walking through episode 3 and kind of see the movement, what we're doing, and just kind of see how, a
Wait.
portion of this run is as one whole piece.
Wait, hang on. Before we do
Wait a
that,
minute.
actually, I should have mentioned a minute ago, but wouldn't this be another perfect time for a break? We can
Yeah,
come back and get
actually,
into
right
the
before
whole
we start
thing.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a perfect time. All right, everybody, remember, we need water breaks. We got to get up, stretch for a little bit, make sure our brains are awake, we're focused, we're excited.
If anybody has a
If you
cat,
need something-
pet your cat.
Pet
Give
the
her some
cat,
love.
go pet your cat. If you have a cat, go pet your cat. If you have a dog, go pet your dog. Don't worry, we'll be back in like 5 minutes. We just need to take a quick break and apply to be the business developer. If you have experience in recruiting sponsorships and stuff, and you want to work at GDQ, you can go do that. GamesOnPick.com/jobs. Super cool. Okay, cool. We'll be right back. All right, everyone, we are back for some more Slide 2 here on Out of Bounds. Hi, I'm Kungfufruitcup, and Zick has been showing off some awesome stuff here. We've gotten through a lot of the game. We're about to enter into a big section. It's gonna be a cool, like a little bit of a different format than what we've seen so far, but then we're gonna like break it down once again and get to see it. So why don't you count us down once again, start the timer, and then re-explain like what we're about to see,
Yeah,
and then let's
absolutely.
do it. Cool.
All right, so yeah, let's get back into it here in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so we've been doing a lot of talking about glitches, skips, tricks, whatnot. So now let's put it all together so you can kind of see how the movement rolls in this game. So you can kind of see the stealth slide carrying me to the job trigger a lot faster than running there, and jumping into the job trigger saves us a little time not pulling out the binocular. So this game, Slide 2, if you're unfamiliar with it, is broken up into 8 individual like episodes, as they call them. They want to give it that like Saturday cartoon comic kind of vibe. So we have different episodes we'll play through, and so this is episode 3, which is the end of the Rajan chapter of the story. So we're gonna see, like I said, we're gonna just go through some of these, and you'll get to see, it's one thing to say, use stealth slide, it's really fast, but to get to see like the things you do with it. we will also get to see a little trick that I didn't get to show off yet. So we have a cool little surprise at the end.
Okay, cool, sweet.
Yeah. And it's nice to, like, you know, a game is more than its glitches, right? You gotta also show
yes,
that
of course.
There's also just spots of just fun movement, you know? It's not just trick after trick after trick. We were talking about this while we were on break, and it's like, it's nice sometimes to see, like, you know, that you don't have to learn every glitch. Just finishing runs is good enough.
I agree. And again, like doing that over and over, that's what helps you like get used to it, and then you slowly get better at the things that you have learned, and then you can add more stuff in. Yeah, I mean, just platformers like these are so fun. That's what they are, definitely more than just the glitches in the game. There are some games that are not made well, Sonic 06, that are good as speedruns because of the glitches in them, right? Like they're interesting because of that. But then there's some games like the slide games that are just good. And then you have glitches on top of it. It makes it really cool. And it just adds another layer of interest on top of just a solid game.
Yeah. And, you know, it's... I almost would describe this game as having not a super low, like, skill floor, but low enough that, like, it's really not hard to get into. You know, some of the things, like I showed off earlier, that crazy Rajan cutscenes. I didn't even do that my first couple runs. Like, just watch the cutscene. Like, it's 15 seconds. Like, in the grand scheme of things, I'd rather not, you know, never run a game because I can't figure out a skip that's not saving me much time.
Right.
That's improving on it later. So we did our first episode, which triggered like a little Bentley PowerPoint. So we restarted the game because it's faster than watching the Bentley PowerPoint. And now I'm gonna be using these glitch high jumps to get up here, but first I need to start the game. I need to start the mission.
I was like, you just fell off.
I kind of got to the top and I didn't see the thing. I was like, oh, I didn't start. But that's another spot there, and you'll see one a little later where, you know, we can just hit the drop trigger instead of actually going up on the roof. So when we step out of these, we're just ready to get moving. So we have to like put this elephant into a frenzy so this satellite gets destroyed. So I picked episode 3 because I feel like a lot of these missions have a lot of the cool movement stuff and whatnot. So we're gonna climb up this tree, and this is kind of climbing is slow. So there's a lot of times you'd like just like try and latch on to a vine like as high as you can, so you're spending less time moving super slow.
That makes sense.
We have a slidey pole here, and you can use the square boost to get off of it at a faster clip.
A little bit sooner. Yeah.
And then here we can use our glitch high jump to get way up higher on this vine than you're supposed to.
Takes less time.
Yeah, it's just, you know, a lot of the times it can look just like, oh, he's just running and jumping. But like once you know like every little thing involved, you're like, oh wow, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
Squish up here. Get another plant. Go here. Glitch high jump, and we can grab this vine from the ground, which takes us up here. It's kind of just like a lot of the tricks is finding the best ways to, you know, move around throughout these maps quickly, because they have a lot of times very set paths, which can be long and out of the way. Now, like there, it would have been faster for me to like do square boosting over that those little gaps, because you know you keep your momentum. Oh, hello, Sly. The problem with that being like, oh, that vine's not grabbing. Okay. The problem with that being is like if you're over a gap like that and you like maybe flub one of the inputs and don't do square boost, you won't get the distance and then you'll fall to the ground. And so sometimes it's like, are you gonna risk falling to the ground for 0.2 seconds?
Yeah, like is the risk worth it?
Risk it all.
Yeah, gotcha.
And that's kind of my thing. I've kind of always been like called maybe not the fastest runner, but the most consistent, which I like.
Because you know kind of like where you're willing to compromise or where you're not.
Yeah, like I would absolutely rather learn, this might not work now, you hit me. I would much rather like to, like I said, finish runs. I learn a slower strat, but you know, you're not resetting 85 times. So in the end of the day, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so I fell, shouldn't have fallen, but we will continue on. Just gathering these things. All right, we'll go here. All right. There we go. Okay. This is one of those weird jumps where, like, you can't really see. You have to just kind of... What? All right, that's weird. Apologize in advance.
You are good.
A lot of just trial and error, and there's just a lot that goes into, you know, running something and like doing things super optimally, you know, trying to despawn guards in certain spots so you get a safer run spot. I know, I think I did wrong here. Okay, we're just gonna climb up here and go. There we go. We can latch onto this vine from below.
Okay.
It's a tough jump because you cannot see what you're doing.
Then you're like, hopefully I land it.
Right. If you use the glitch high, the reasons I failed on the first two is I was doing just a regular double jump, but by doing a glitch high jump, we get far enough so I can see that spire vine down below and latch
Got
to
it.
it. So then we just go down here, and we'll turn these. Ooh, we'll turn these in with a nice little stealth slide. So yeah, we're gonna have your stealth sliding, glitch high jumping, square boosting, but we're also going to have something we like to call spin climbing, which is also kind of cool.
Ooh, okay.
And let's start with just that for now. What? Hey, go away. I think that's. Oh,
Ready?
great. We're gonna go over here. So we're gonna do a water bug run.
Enemies just don't matter.
Yeah, we're just gonna try and avoid them as best as we can.
So funny.
They're trying their best.
Like, good.
Okay, so our next job trigger is right there. And so you can just kind of jump into it like that. If you land on the roof, so you either want to land on the roof up there or just hit it from below, just so we can get in here as quick as possible. So you're supposed to run this bug through the entire level. He stays quiet if you keep him in water. He's a water bug. But if you don't, he'll start screaming in every garden.
Oh, yeah.
The map will come after you.
Okay.
But if your movement is really great, it's not gonna matter. So we're gonna get a little water bug, and then we'll start doing kind of lots of movement to get in there without using the pools of water. Okay, so
Or he screams.
all right, we're gonna go over here because as you can see, I'm standing on it. This thing goes back and forth on like a cycle, so you kind of work with what you have for your cycle. If it's too high, you go around. If it's low, you can jump up there. But...
Okay.
Oh, I'm out of juice. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It is okay. So he's yelling now, but I'm not gonna worry about that. So what we could do here is come up here, and we will kind of do one of these. Oh, please don't hit me, sir. No. He hit me. I lost the ball.
Aww.
Okay.
So close.
This is good though, because we'll get our juice back, which I didn't realize we were out of. That's another, you know, little tiny aspect of the run is just like managing your stamina bars so that you know, you don't run out of stamina when you need it most. All right, our little guy's getting angry. we're in a much better place though. This. Okay. And we're in.
Nice. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. All those tree roots have like places you can stand on. So we can use that to our advantage to kind of get up on ledges from the tree branches. I'll just turn this in.
Easy.
Easy. A little friend is safe now.
Beep, beep, beep.
Okay, so I'm gonna load game because load game will take us back to the hideout.
Okay.
Because we need to switch Bentley. So it's a fast way to kind of just fast travel in this game. Instead of walking all the way back to the hideout, you can just load and it'll send you back there. So we know this one. We definitely know this one. So we're gonna do the Bentley skip that we showed off earlier in the show. So let's get Bentley down there.
Ooh. Oh, this
We're
thing.
up.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, we're doing this thing now.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
This,
Know about this.
And then
Anybody's joining, like, around this time or joined recently and you don't really know how this section goes down, this is all kind of shown off and explained earlier on in the showcase. So you can learn more about it if you go back and watch the show after. Okay, nice.
L2. Okay.
We throw the bomb.
Yep. And now we hit.
Oh, we
I might have
purposely
grabbed it there.
find out.
I did ground there.
Oh,
dang.
no.
Okay. I'm gonna blow that off. All right. We can reset this, right? No, we can't reset this. Okay, we're watching the cutscene.
Ah.
It is faster. It's not faster to like run back for it. Oh, we get to show the cool little bounce at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but sometimes when you're doing a run like that, you just want to just press on.
Right. It's like time to just keep going. It's okay.
Yeah, it's tough with like glitches like that. Sometimes like we destroy that block, so it's kind of like a one-time go, right? If you destroy the object and then you die, you're like, well, now you gotta do some weird backup or just do it the safer way.
Right, right.
그걸 통째로 먹게 되면 라잔이라도 잠시 동안 좋을 수밖에 없을 거야. 그 녀석이
So you can see how failing the mission and respawning is a lot faster than watching the whole cutscene.
Yes.
소리내는 장치를 달아뒀어. 거기서 나오는 괴상한 소리를 이용하면 호기심만한 라잔을 유인해낼
There's
수
actually a lot
있을
of.
거야.
I picked episode 3 in particular because there are a lot of neat things in this episode. So we're just going to do this. Okay. And yeah, so these like homing darts have what was I gonna say? They have the ability to attract Rajan, but it'll also attract guards. So we do have to be careful about that. This mission
Gotcha.
gets a lot harder when the guards are on your tail, like they are now. Think we're okay? Yeah. Again, it'll always prioritize something good over us, like dying or something. So he sees the watermelon before he sees us.
And then he got it. Exactly.
And then he got it and puts
Again,
him to
we kind of
sleep.
saw that earlier. Cool.
And we'll get the blueprint. And this is where it might get weird. Yeah. That's where it got a little weird. The guards all surrounded Rajan and hit him, I believe. All right, so let's get our guy moving. Where's he at? All right, keep moving, buddy. Did you hear that? No. Come on, buddy. And again, as you can see, I'm keeping the camera looking directly at us, and that is so the guards don't spawn.
So no guards spawn. That's cool.
Right.
Okay.
So we can confidently just kind of run past here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Love that.
Okay. And now we get Bentley kind of just having fun.
Oh, he's just chilling over there.
He's just having the time of his life.
I love that.
Cool.
We got it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. I believe this is a Bentley PowerPoint. So, as soon as you see the save icon, we can quit and get out of there. Can we go?
I like
Yeah,
how much
slice.
was going on just all over the level.
Right. Like I said, it's interesting because, like, I mean, it's like, what do you define as like a glitch sometimes? You know, it's tough to say, like, is it a glitch? Is it, you know, is it intended for you to do that? Is it just you know, using movement tech in a cool way? It kind of all blends
Right.
together at some point. The glitch doesn't, I guess, always have to be something that just, like, you know, launches you out of bounds.
Right, exactly. And sometimes it's just like, I don't know, just a little mix. It's fun.
Cool. All right, so
That was nice.
yeah, it's time. We're gonna do Spice Grinder Destruction. So, this one of those ones, like I said, may not classify it as a glitch, but it's definitely not the way they intended you to do it. Jump. All right, so here we kind of bring back the cool mechanic from slide 1 with, like, the bear hiding in the barrel. The barrel's just strapped full of TNT. And so what you're supposed to do, what we're looking at right now, that's where you're supposed to go to. You're supposed to take the barrel, blow up each of the console panels on each wall, and walk all the way around, destroying them.
Okay.
But there's a neat little trick you can do here. Once Bentley and Slayer's done talking, when you get hit by one of these lasers, you do have, like, you know, 3 to 4 seconds of holy crap, that thing launched.
Yeah, that went really, really far.
Okay. It
was like
so
it slid
when
on
you
ice.
get hit, I've never seen it go that fast. Okay, so if I get hit by this laser, I'm going to have, like, you know, a second or two of invulnerability, just kind of having that so you don't just get hit repeatedly. And we can use that to our advantage here. I'm gonna get hit. I have my invulnerability, so we will walk through that laser before my, you know, hitbox gets turned back on. So instead, we can come to this wall, and what we're gonna do is jump, swing. Oh, it didn't hit the thingy. Okay, we'll go get another barrel. But again, you can see there's a console here, there's a console there. Every time you hit one of those, you'd have to come back and get a new TNT barrel. So it's very slow.
Oh, God. Okay.
But instead, we do this, and we'll get it this time. There we go. I'd like to inch back just a bit. There it goes. I died in the process, but
But you got it.
we may have to do that again. Yeah.
Maybe?
Okay.
Maybe got it?
Yeah. So, yeah, I need to watch my health. So we'll set this barrel up. More. I hit the laser. This is the weird part of this kind of trick, is, like, you want to move this barrel around without getting, because the second you get out of the barrel, it explodes. But we want to get it really close to this so we can jump in before our, you know, iframes wear off.
Got it. That makes sense. Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to show this off really quickly with the barrels too. Is, like, what we're trying to do here. So with these barrels, you know, like I said, when you jump out, they explode. If you hit them, they will also explode. But if you're still jumping out of the barrel, you can swing your cane. That's what I'm trying to do back there. Is you can swing your cane downwards, and it blows it up immediately without hitting you.
Got it. Okay.
So that's kind of a piece of the trick as well. Little more, little barrel. Come on, buddy. That's, I think, good enough. Okay. And for some reason, this laser, just if you hug this wall, can't hit you.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, I know what's going on here. Okay. I know. It's a very finicky trick. It's very weird. It's, again, another one of those things where, like, when I was learning the game, I was like, I won't worry about that for now.
Okay.
All right. So we'll get hit. Go through. So we need to just go here, step back. This barrel doesn't like me. All right. That's also the weird part is, yeah, if you get those weird launches, like the speed just makes it blow up. All right, so let's set this up. There we go.
Oh.
Nope, not yet. You ever hit those points where you're like trying to do a trick and then you mess it up and then it, like, you know, gets in your head, then you're like, oh, I'm going too far forward. I need to step back. And then you start stepping back too
you're
far.
like over, yeah, you're over analyzing it.
Yep.
And then, yeah. I do, yes, I have been there.
Come on, me. I need to look over a cat.
Is that your cat?
Yes.
So cute.
All right. There we go. Yeah. Oh man, this trick is pretty tough. Actually, it is not very forgiving. Also, let me know if you know we are going over on our time or anything.
We've got some time.
Okay, cool.
We're good.
Okay.
I believe.
Wait till this laser goes away. There we go. We're through now.
I believe in the dream. Let's go.
There. And it takes you right into the room instead of doing the big long maze outside of this room.
Sweet. Okay. Cool.
So when you get it first try, it saves a ton of time.
Right. That's awesome.
The only catch to that is we did just lose some health, so we are at risk of dying here. You do it the other way, you get, you know, you won't get hit by stuff.
You're careful.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're careful. So the first thing we are going to do here is take out one of these guards. It is really hard to complete this without taking out one of the guards. So let's take this guy out. Perfect. Now let me hop in a barrel. Oh, wait, we don't want the barrel yet. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We want to aggro these guys. Oh, perfect. Wow, holy crap. He did that amazing. Did I smoke bomb on?
What happened?
So, wow, I've never actually had him, I'm just gonna get myself to a safe place and then we will. So in that hallway, there are lasers and you're supposed to come from that way and there's a laser box right there. So you're supposed to take the barrel over there, have it blow up the laser control and then go get another barrel. But you can aggro these guys and when you do, you saw it there, he like throws a knife at you. He actually, if you go over to the control panel, he will throw the knife and hit the computer panel instead of you, which kills the lasers. So instead of taking a long walk with a slow barrel, you lead a guard over there and he kills it. And that dude like sniped it. I've never seen it. Usually you have to like really get up against it, but that dude, just the way his angle was, he just sniped it closed from me. So it's one less barrel you have to worry about.
It was just perfect. Like it was an actually
there it is.
perfect.
That's what he hit. I saw from far away. I was like,
Oh,
okay.
that's cool. That's cool.
And that's, again, skips the little thing there.
Yeah, like you don't know to look that far away, so I like did not notice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then we just take our little barrel around. And so in both those ways, like you really get to it. But you can see like you need that guard to throw his knife at you. If you're low health, it can be a little risky to do some of that. So
Right.
You always do have to watch your health and know what you can do and can't do. But we also killed a guard up here, so it's a little safer for us to come up here. Cool.
Nice.
And that is the spice grinder destruction. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that little barrel trick, skip, glitch, whatever is, it's really cool. I really like it.
Yeah, like getting past that first section.
It's again, it's a very slow section, so it's nice to be able to. We're just gonna
Getting past it does a lot.
Yeah, it saves you a lot of time, and it's just cool to do.
Yeah.
Cool. So let's see. We've done that.
Got another question. How many
Sure.
times have you beaten this game? Including speedruns, I guess.
That's including speedruns many times. It's like, at least 8 to 10 times. Again, when I was a kid, I played a lot more Sly 3, interestingly enough.
Okay.
Is that what I want it to be? Oh my god. That thing's in the sky. Alright, I didn't need to read those anyways. Don't worry about it, game.
They just, what?
The job names are just in the sky. Alright, game. Yep. It's one of those, I guess. That's interesting.
Why?
I don't know why those are in the sky. Oh, now they're gone. Okay.
Okay, they're back.
Oh my god. I'm sitting there like, I want to see what mission that's in. It's in Korea. I
they
don't
just,
know what
like,
mission that's in.
Flew off into the distance. What on earth?
I can't read that anyways. I don't know why I was looking for it. Okay, so I want to go do this quest right here, rip off the ruby, because like I said, it's another skip that I can, little trick I can show off.
Huh.
Again, some of these is like, you're always like, is it a skip? Is it a glitch? They definitely didn't intend for you to do it this way. So there is the job trigger up there, and you can see like you're supposed to climb onto like the treetops and follow these ropes. We can get up there from here. Now, normally you can't. It's very, slippery slope like this. But you remember earlier when we talked about the glitched high jump, where the spin attack gives you this extra jump. So we can use that to our advantage on sloped walls, little angled walls like this. Again, the spin move kind of like resets you. Like your ground, it almost thinks you've touched the ground again and grants you an extra jump. So what we can do is charge the spin attack as we're like backing up against a wall. Oh, I almost had it there. And it kind of, you could see, it grounds you and lets you, I think it's this. Ooh, almost got up there.
Oh, wow.
And so if you have a sloped surface, you can use that to get up there. I'm very close.
This is like the combo like hat jumping, cappy jumping you do in Odyssey.
And there we go. We're up here.
Whole combo.
If you're really good, if you're really good at the spin jumps like this, you basically want to face away from the wall. You start charging sprint and then jump, and then you get, a double jump off of that. If you're really good at it, you can actually chain those together and get like, lots of jumps. You can just keep going up these slopes. Hang on, we're trying to. I didn't get the spin, but yeah, if you can get it, it's a very short window. But yeah, you can kind of chain these together and get lots of jumps. And yeah, I've never thought of it that way, but once you said that, it's like, yeah, it is kind of like cappy jumping in a sense. Just kind of. Dump, grab
seriously
it.
Is though. But like, it just seems like that a complicated enough series of things.
But like I said a second ago, like facing away from the wall, it's kind of key here. You won't get it if you're facing the wall itself.
Right.
And that lets you just get to this job trigger without doing any of that tree stuff. Which is pretty nice. So we're gonna do this rip off the ruby thing. Like I said, one of the big things about this game and going fast in this game is how can we skip as many of these dialogue cutscenes as we can. So you need to figure out how to fail the mission as quick as you can, if that's a thing.
Like at the right timing though, right?
Right, exactly. And so part of this mission, Sly knocks off the ruby, and then Murray needs to pick it up, carry it across the world.
Okay.
When you grab the ruby, one of these cutscenes will play. So does Murray have turnbuckle? Yes, perfect. So I get up there. especially like I said for episode 3, there it is. It's very much you're trying to not like optimize your movement and the gadgets to not do what you're supposed to do, which is like run around the entire world to get up here.
Right.
So the thing about this ruby is that's like the start of a job trigger. If at any point in this mission we get hit, we drop it, we throw it against a wall, if we break that ruby, we've failed the mission. And so what we can do is come over to the thing here, and then I can turnbuckle launch, do a belly flop, and the belly flop will carry into the cutscene and break the ruby, which immediately skips the cutscene.
Oh, because that's the fail. Oh,
Yep.
cool. Okay.
We crush the ruby. Once the cutscene begins, the mission is started. So
Cool.
start the mission, crush the ruby, skip cutscene. So we just gotta walk with our little friend here, Bentley, while we carry this ruby. You're supposed to throw the ruby at certain spots when Bentley like sets you up a trampoline. It's very forgiving. It's like he's gonna go over here, make us a thingy, and you'll see on the next one I do like, or not the next one, not this one, that you can send this thing pretty far. Bentley's gonna set one up there, and we'll just launch it over there.
Oh,
It's
sweet. And it
very
like totally goes way, way farther.
Which is so much faster than walking there with Murray.
Seriously. This is so goofy. We have another question in chat, by the way. As you're a fan of Sly, have you gotten into Ghost of Tsushima? The same dev.
I have not actually. I am highly slacking on my backlog of games recently.
Fair. I get that.
Yeah. Oh, this guy's gonna be a pain. Yeah, I was this guy's really annoying. I've started getting into Octopath Traveler 2, and somebody asked me the other day, like, did you not play this game on launch? I was like, no, because I was in so many games back then too.
But it's so
It's like
fun.
FF16 came out, and I went for that.
Yeah.
It's
Octopath
just
2
like-
is great.
It's so good. Okay,
Really
good.
good.
Cool. And now it's the ruby mission. That mission can be scary because any one of those guys hits you and you lose the ruby. So
Oh, okay.
you have to be a little careful with attracting guards. Good job, Murray. All right, back to hideout we go. So now we have some Bentley missions. They're pretty straightforward.
Okay.
Bentley has the very straightforward missions.
We're gonna have more of the hacking stuff.
Not in this episode, actually.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have any hacking in this one. He's just gonna... Oh, yep, there's a guard there. One of the weird things about, like, you could, like, write a whole 5-page paper on, like, these guards. Because, like, they also, there's, like... They kind of prioritize the edges of your screen on your field of view, which is something you have to pay attention to. It's very weird. I don't know why, but like
what do you
if
mean?
it's trying to spawn guards, it will prioritize like the edges of your screen. So sometimes you can kind of spawn one in when you didn't expect it to. But the also kind of neat thing you can go with this game is, I said before, you are guaranteed. I don't remember if it's the same for every episode, but you are guaranteed a maximum of 2 flashlight guards on screen. So if you're running somewhere and you see 2 flashlight guards, you know, like, okay, as long as I keep them in my sight, no more guards will spawn.
No more past that. Cool.
Also, very small thing, if for anyone who's ever played this game, you never have to do anything here other than just shoot. You don't have to move. It will always leave your cursor on the dam, and you will kill it before any of these helicopters kill you.
Oh, that's so funny. It's just the illusion of danger.
Yeah. But as soon as, you know, you learn the run, people are like, yeah, just hold R1. You don't need to do anything,
Like,
just hold R1.
It's like gummy ship missions when you're just in the corner.
Right.
Yeah. I love it.
Now, with those turrets, there is some interesting things you could do there where, you know, you hold R1, you saw at the bottom of the screen, there's like a heat meter, and when it maxes, you overheat. You can't shoot the gun for a little bit longer till it cools down. But what you do there to get like the most bullets is you hold R1 until you're like 1 tick away from overheating, and then you start mashing R1. And if you when you let go of shoot, it starts to cool down. So if you mash R1 quick enough, it'll kind of start going down while you're still getting some shots off.
Oh, that's
cool.
cool.
So kind of just keep the DPS on instead of like shoot, wait.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're going to do our last mission before the big bad operation.
Ooh. Yeah, we're a good time here.
Yeah, perfect.
We have this and then one big last mission. Sweet.
So this is one of the missions you're supposed to just follow Ponsplanila around. She's going to show us the secret entrance to Rajan's lair. So, again, I promise you, almost everything in this game, no matter how small or brainless it looks, running the game, you're always thinking about stuff. And so here,
Okay, like what?
you'd think like this is just like a quote-unquote auto-scroller where you just follow her around. But she actually has things in her like running AI where like if you're like really close to her, she'll speed up. If you get too far back, she'll like because she'll stop at certain checkpoints and like look back to make sure you're still following. So if you're too far, she'll like stand still and look for you. Now, if you get too close, she'll do that again, where she'll like try to look for you and then go, oh, he's right here. But if you stay a perfect distance behind her, it's like the fastest she'll move. You can see it right there.
Oh, yeah, I thought she almost stopped.
She'll turn her head a little bit. This is me. I'm showing you right here. Like it's me being too close. She's actually being pretty good about it. And then when she's like crossing like not there, but like this vine, if I jump on the vine as well, it speeds her up drastically, and she knocked me off. But that's okay. So it's like it's weird where it's like, yeah, technically this is just an auto scroller, but you can lose time here because you have to, don't be too close, but don't be too far, and try and push her when she's on the vines.
You can't actually optimize it.
So don't get too close. This is like the perfect distance from her where she'll like move her fastest without stopping. Oh,
That's
she's
cool.
stopping a little bit. Okay. So yeah, it like I said, it's one of the cool things about Slide 2 is like there's always something to think about or, work on or that sort of thing. Even if, when you're watching it doesn't look like a person's doing something, it's like, they probably are.
Right. That's good though. I mean, it keeps you engaged and focused on what's going on.
I almost prefer stuff like that to like the like mega glitch heavy runs, like almost like Sly 1 any percent, where you're like skipping the entire game.
It is nice, yeah, that's why there are categories of games that are like this with no major glitch, or like this glitch is excluded, and that tends to be the most popular category because you get to see more of the game.
Right.
Yeah.
There she goes. So then we go inside. We need to get this clockwork heart. It's a pretty straightforward thing. We have to pickpocket 2 guards for their keys and then unlock the heart. Stealth side will also put in some work here. Stealth side's really good. We'll get to see like these guards are absolutely blind unless you are in their flashlights. Like this guy. Oh no. Let's get in the water. Another neat thing you could do here, smoke bomb immediately de-aggroes people. So if you ever do get caught, you can just smoke bomb and he'll just, hey, they're onto me. They're not onto me.
And you're fine. Everything's good.
Yep. Smoke bomb fixes everything.
That's awesome.
Cool. And then we don't have to worry about killing them because as soon as we do this, we lower the heart and it'll blow them both up anyways.
Cool.
There they go. Now, like I said, with like, remember I talked about like feathering stealth slide? Here, it's not worth it because you're going uphill. So when you're going uphill, you'll lose like speed on your slide much faster than you would on
Right.
flat ground. So there are times where you want to be like, it's technically faster, but don't do it.
Yeah. So like not the right
In
time.
certain situations, you want to be like, this isn't the spot. You use that. Okay.
Right.
So now we can do the final operation.
Right there. Oh my god.
We're there.
This has been really cool. Anybody have any favorite things that they saw today that stands out to you? If so, please let us know.
And
My favorite thing that I saw today.
I could probably show glitches and skips for 5 hours with this game. Like,
Right.
there's so much involved in it. I was like trying to thin my notepad document down to like, what is the most like crucial stuff?
Right. This honestly worked out really, really well because of that. Like you did a good
Yeah.
job.
I thought it was a good, medium to it. Kind of, show people the really, really crazy stuff, and then, yeah, that's what it is. And then, if you really like what you're seeing, give it a try.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice, he's up there. And we'll grab this. But yeah, I will never stress enough how like the Sly community is a very welcoming community, a very helpful community, and a very well documented community for the most part. It's usually pretty easy to find info on what you are trying to learn, and people are very willing to help you. And there's some people there that, they've got the knowledge of Sly, which is kind of insane.
Yeah.
The other day I was practicing some stuff for Sly 4, and I like got the game in a weird state where like it was like duplicating canes as I was jumping.
What?
It was really weird. It was so, and I couldn't pause the game. I was like soft locked. And I was like, I've never seen this in my life. And then, give it 6 hours and somebody's like, oh, I know exactly what that is. That's this restart glitch. You got this. That happens sometimes. Like, okay, cool.
That's so cool though.
Yeah, so it's like there's some people that just like, yeah, there is a lot of knowledge and a lot of willingness to share.
Yeah, I love that. Love it.
All right, so we just gotta shoot down bombs, and then we get to play as Sly.
There's one section.
Come on. You sometimes like to just shoot up at the very top there, because like you can maybe catch one like spawning at the top of the screen.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Cool. Nice. Very good.
It's nice. I like in some runs where it's nice to have little spots like that, which is like, okay, Murray, where you just get to like take a breather. Let's try this again, pal.
You don't have to like think about it as much. Here we go. Our man.
Let's go,
Our
Murray.
man.
There we go, Murray. So, what we have to do here, I swear to you, is like one of the toughest things at getting like much better at this game is knowing where you're going. Because where am I going right now? You have to know your path because you can't see in front of you if you want to do this.
Yeah, there
right.
are like a handful of times you have to be in this camera view. And so
Yeah.
I didn't think about that at first. Like you have to know exactly where you're going.
Yep. Because yeah, we can't do anything right now. We are in a TNT barrel. If we jump out, it blows up. So we really don't want guards getting in front of us, especially if we're trying to go fast, because they're going to stop and let them pass. And so we are going to just take a look at Sly for a little while as they run this way.
So good at tiptoeing.
Then around. There's Murray. Should be good here to turn back around. Yeah.
Sweet.
We just walk this over here and... Oh, God. No. Are we good? Come on. 1 second.
Oh, your controller's off.
Stupid controller.
I was like, where are we going? Okay, good.
I hate the connectors on the PS4 controllers. They're so bad. But I also don't like the PS3 controllers even more. So, never been one of my favorite controllers. But sadly, the PS3 is very picky about what controllers you use on it. So,
Gotcha. Okay, I was like, I think we're going over here. Okay,
yeah.
cool.
So then we drop that off, and it blows us.
There goes the whee!
So now we just flood the whole thing. So you can see all these little wooden spire points there in this cutscene. What you're supposed to do is jump up there, hit the spire points, and we're still gonna do that to get to Rajan. But you didn't glitch high jump. You can actually do something really cool and skip like the whole first half of them.
Ooh, okay.
Again, the glitch high jump, like, again, they never expected you to be able to jump 3 times by using like the spin attack glitch. So
Yeah.
a lot of things are out of reach with a double jump. They're very much in reach with a triple jump.
For the triple jump, yeah.
It's just funny. It's like that again. That spin attack is good in a speedrun sense. It's good for 2 things: doing half the glitches of the game and collecting coins. And that's about it.
Yeah.
Just because, like, you know, when you hit like objects, coins go spraying everywhere. It's kind of hard to pick them all up quickly. But if you spin attack, your like hitbox is wider, and it just kind of sucks them all in. So it's a really quick way to pick up coins as well. But all right, so Neela's showing us what we have to do. But instead, what we can do is we can actually just run all the way to here. Ooh, it was a little short. But you can, right when this, like, oh, where am I? Okay, I fell. That's okay. Right where that, like, what do we want to call it? Railing kind of is small and goes to big. You could run right off of it and jump toward this pole. There. And you just completely skip half of the spire points. It's okay.
Nice.
You get hit, it doesn't really matter. The game will let you relatch. And doing that like first try is way faster than going jump spire, jump spire, jump spire. So we can again call this one another cool party trick kind of thing. What you can do with Rajan here is you can get him kind of stuck in a loop.
How hard is it to do?
It's very simple. There's another one of those. You just want to try a slide 2 thing. This fight's actually pretty easy once you know what you're doing. I'm gonna pause it for a second because so Rajan, like when you're far, he stabs the ground with lightning. It shocks all the water. When you're close, he just swings at you. So we want to never be far away from him. See, that's the swing. So if you get 1 hit in, 1, 2, 3, jump. Oh, you're, let's okay. Okay, 1, 2. It's never good. 1, 2. Jump. I keep forgetting. Boom. 2, 1. Jump. 1, 2, 1. Jump. 1, 2, 1. Jump. 1, 2, 1. Jump. And you can just get him locked in this forever. 1, 2, 1. Jump.
He hits his own subordinates.
Yep, and he'll never use anything but this big hit move because we're staying close to him.
Ooh.
That happened because he hit the wall. 1, 2, 1, jump.
So I'm assuming hitting him into the wall does more damage.
It does. But like you saw, he also resets his position when you do, and then we'll do a big shocky move. So
You have to be
it's
extra careful.
you'd rather just the safe, like I said, if you want the nice, safe, easy way to do this, is just do the 1, 2, 1 hit. Now there is a neat thing you can do. I may try it right here real quick. You can like stagger and do like the belly flop move like that. And usually it can like knock him backwards. And so like
Oh.
I was just messing around with the flop too much. But yeah, there's a combo you can do. It's way harder. It's why like the 1-2-1 is just a quick, easy thing you can do.
Right.
The 1-2-1. But what you could do is like 3 combo him and then jump and do the belly flop, and it'll like extra hit him. And if you're really good at it, you can just like constantly push him in the wall like that, which does do it is a little faster than this strat. So it definitely needs some practice. But again, this is like, can't mess this up. Just the 1-2-1 jump. 1-2-1. So you've learned some of that by just kind of understanding Rajan's AI, that he won't do anything but this swing when you're close to him.
Yes, as long as you continue to keep up the right pattern.
1,
Problem.
1, 1. And yeah, the other benefit too to this is that, like you said, he's beating up all the guards that spawn.
Right.
Which just, we can just focus on him.
Did it. It done.
And there he
Cool.
goes.
So you never have to like focus on them.
No.
There you go.
Nope, you barely have to focus on anything. It's very, very easy that you just get to 1-2-1, hit him over and over again until he goes. Those are the kind of things that are neat. Like, it's like, I know how to beat that boss without getting hit.
Yeah. You're like, check this out. It's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the entirety of episode 3.
That's awesome. Oh wow, that was after the whole thing.
Yep. Yeah, so that's what I got. Hopefully it wasn't too scatterbrained and all over the place.
I thought it was great. So
Awesome.
so is that where you're gonna, are we kind of leaving it off here for the night? Because I feel like we covered all of the big stuff. Or do you have any like last minute things you wanna touch on? In case.
No, I think that's a good place to call it.
Cool. All right. Well, this has been awesome, and I really, really appreciate seeing all the stuff. Well, let us know like your favorite things. All right. Before we go, a couple of things. First of all, some claps in the chat. This has been awesome, and Zik is great. So please, give him some love. We're gonna do shout outs in a second. If you all were gonna watch this on YouTube, what would you call this video? What would you name it? We want to know. Let's get some ideas going. While we're thinking of that, Dick. Yes. And Zick, please tell us what you're doing. You know, what if you're streaming, where we can watch you. Just plug yourself, your socials, all that stuff.
Okay. Yeah, my name is Zick. I run everything under the sun at this point.
Yeah.
I do a lot of RPG stuff, a lot of Sly stuff, but you know, I run whatever my mind usually attracts me to that day. But yeah, if you love the Sly series, I'm always doing a lot of that. You just always want a comfy, safe place to hang out. That's also where I'm at. But yeah, I'd also really like to shout out the Sly community, of course. I would be nowhere where I'm at without the countless resources that are out there for this game. The people that stop by my stream all the time and are like, hold up, I got something better for you to do when I'm struggling. And
Cool.
yeah, like I said, they hold a lot of community races, a lot of community events over at Sly Golds. It's a really cool community to be a part of. Even if you don't want to run the games, it's still a cool community. Just, there's always something to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you. And, oh wait, I also have to shout out. Make sure you come by GDQ 2024 when I'm gonna run a Bugs Life.
Totally already not confirmed, but
it'll come real if I keep saying it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, thank you for having me on.
just send your positive energies towards getting in the run, because that would be so fun.
But yeah, thank you for having me. It was it was really cool. I like this format. This is really neat.
Yeah.
Like I said, I wasn't sure. I was a little worried. I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out because, again, Slide 2 is very much a mix of glitches and tricks, but also simply just, you know, movement tech and chaining that all together into some cool things.
Right. But this is really, yeah, I love seeing this. And I think you did it in kind of a really fun way. Like, even though we weren't exactly linear, I think we really covered a lot of bases. Like, I think you did a good job showing kind of our beginner stuff. And I could just see it evolving as you progressed. And so I had less questions right as we went along. So I was like, oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I know what you're doing now.
Yeah. And it said you can go over the square boost and the glitch high jump at the start. You just start seeing that. And
right. And then you're like, okay, now we're just going to add this little thing here, or we're going to adjust it this way, or now we're going to kind of do this. We have this extra tool for ability. Now we can do this. And so I thought that was a really great way to explain it. Yeah. So yeah, please go follow Zik. Go give him some love. If I'm sorry that you missed it to the person in chat, but you can always go back and watch us on our YouTube channel. Or if you're watching here on YouTube, hi, you all are great. Did we do a name from chat for the name of this video? We'll see. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching, for being here live and or later on YouTube. We appreciate you all and we love you all. Join us at GDQ 2024. I'm so excited, so glad it's gonna be back in person in Pittsburgh. That will be January 14th to the 21st.
Wow,
so
that is the first in-person GDQ in a while, huh?
Yes, the first in-person GDQ in a while. I know, right? You're like, yeah, but SGDQ's been in person.
We
but
have
yes,
been
now
going.
GDQ. Yeah, exactly. So that's really exciting. And again, we are also going to be at GDQX, so you can get more like big chunky speedrunning content over the weekend in this month, October 20th to the 22nd. So you can tune in. I'll be there. I'll be doing stuff around.
I've seen the schedule. It looks really good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The schedule is going to be amazing. I'll be less like on the stream itself, but I'll be around. So anybody at TwitchCon, feel free to come say hi. Same with AGDQ. And again, GDQ is hiring. So if you are a business developer or you've have experience in like recruiting sponsorship, apply if you want to work with GDQ. It's at gamesdonequick.com/jobs. We have all of our Hotfix shows and things on YouTube. Of course, we've talked about it. All of our VODs on there. And tomorrow we have a Monster Hunter World speedrun. That's going to be cool. So that starts at 7 p.m. Eastern and then followed by Time Capsule, which is another really awesome Hotfix show. So check out our other Hotfix shows. We have a lot of amazing shows hosted by a lot of amazing people, like people that I absolutely adore. So yeah, it's always a pleasure to have wonderful people on as guests and then also shout out my fellow Hotfix show winners. So thank you all so much for being here. Thank you again, Zik. You did a wonderful job. And love seeing Sly. This made me really happy. And we will see you all on the next episode in 2 weeks. We have some spoopy content coming up for the rest of the month. So feel free to tune in for the next episode. And have a great rest of your night, everybody. Thank you so much. See you on the next one.